We'll like to welcome you to everything there is to know. This is our life, this is our time where the passport bros. We'll like to welcome you to everything there is to know. This is our life, this is our time where the passport bros. We'll like to welcome you to everything there is to know. This is our life, this is our time, where the passport bros. We'll like to welcome you to everything there is to know. This is our life, this is our time, where the passport bro. Show. Let's get it cracking. Let's get it cracking. I got Theo back here in the building. Hi there, brothers, man. Check 1 2, check 1 2. How's my audio, Theo? Am I good, brother? Am I good?
Yeah, I can definitely hear you. Yeah, everything's good there.
Fantastic, bro. You sound clean, crisp, and concise too, Theo. Brothers in the chat, let me know, person one, who's here. You can hear me loud and clear. Mayday, mayday. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Beep, beep, beep. Houston, do we have a problem? Houston, do we have a problem?
Yes, we do. There's a hurricane hitting Houston right now. Yeah, so there's a problem.
No, yeah. Theo, be safe, bro. Be safe, Theo. We need you, Theo. Don't go, Theo. Be safe.
No. I'm used to typhoons hitting Tokyo. I don't even care. It's like a big enema. So we were cool about it. We're like, okay, typhoon's coming. Cool. It'll clean the city. Great. So it hits, and you're like, okay, no big deal. The train stop. You got to take a taxi home. No big deal. It's the thing that gets you is an earthquake, because you can't do anything about that. Yeah, so just like 40 seconds. So like a 6 or above is not fun.
You ever been in an earthquake before? You ever experienced that before in Japan?
Oh yeah, I've definitely been in earthquakes in Japan. Oh yeah, I get spooked. Like if a really bad one, I get spooked bad. And I just stop and I'll be like, oh man, I'm not doing this today. I'm done. So Yukiko would just laugh at me because she's like that was just a 6, a 6.5. I could take a 7. So, you're like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I'm not designed for this. I'm from Illinois. We don't have no earthquakes in Illinois. We just have tornadoes. Who cares? So that was something that we usually laughed about. So yeah. Again, typhoons, hurricanes are good. They're no big deal. Right. You in the UK, you guys don't get anything. You just get riots every once in a while. That's it. Your weather's oh yeah, that's right. Your weather's just gloomy all the time, and people self-delete. Yeah, they drink themselves a lot. Yeah, that's what you got up there. No sunlight.
The worst weather in the world for you. I'll tell you that, bro.
Oh, so no, Russia's competing with you. Russia's bad. Yeah, Russia's ooh boy.
Yeah.
I remember 2 hours of sunlight, and I was like, ooh, that was not fun. Okay. It's really bad. It's like negative 30 outside. They're happy because it's warm. I want to go home.
Welcome back, Theo, man. We missed you from last week. So Theo was back, brothers, and we are here for another incredible Passport Bro show. So you know who we are already. No need for introductions. We've said that quite a few in the past. So let's get straight into it, brothers. Okay. So today's stream, we shall be speaking about freedom. Okay, and freedom linked and aligned to my upcoming Python course, Theo's upcoming cloud course, and the Black Manosphere conference. Okay, so IT is the core underpinning of this stream. Okay, IT, we will continue pushing IT towards you, brothers. Okay, so the first thing we want to discuss here is freedom and how IT gives us freedom. Now, you're all aware, brothers, we're in the matrix. We are currently in America, in the UK. I don't care what anyone says, that is the matrix. Okay, some spooky stuff where I see green characters and a black background in different, like in Japanese, going up and down, like in the matrix itself. But on a serious note here, brothers, right? We are in a matrix. Okay, and we want to get you brothers out that matrix. Okay. And one key point to get you out that matrix and for freedom is IT. Okay. IT gives passport bros, aspiring passport bros, freedom. So I'm going to ask Theo the question here, Theo, in terms of, Theo, you're an IT bro. Can you tell us, um, how IT is giving you freedom, brother, to be the man you are today, brother?
Well, it allowed me to work anywhere in the world. I mean, right now I'm working remote from one country, and then I'm working with other companies here in America. So I mean, it's always an opportunity. When I was in Brazil, I was working remote as well. So what it allows you to do, it's also in Ukraine. So what it allows you to do is to go to another country and do what you want and actually work, like actually have an income. I remember when I was I was working in Japan. My base was in Japan. That I was working. I was in Thailand, but working remote from there, and I was able to be in Thailand for about 2 weeks. It was wonderful. Same for Singapore. I was able to work remote. Um, you get to travel, you get to see different places, you get to experience the culture, and it's a wonderful experience. So I would always say, um, definitely go into IT, and you'll have, you can travel the world after that. It's when we're talking about traveling the world, though, we're not talking like you work, you take a vacation 2 weeks, you go someplace else, you come back to the West. No, what I'm talking about is like you go to Brazil, you rent a hotel, you rent an apartment, and you're in Brazil 2 years, and you're working remotely the entire time. That's the kind of remote that we're talking about.
Facts, Phil. Absolute facts. Remote, freedom, and getting out the matrix. Okay? You guys want to get out of the matrix, right? We're in a matrix where the women are horrible, the culture is terrible, we're not valued as brothers. So we got to get out of this matrix. And luckily, okay, we have a plan for you brothers. All right. So speaking for myself over here as International Passport, okay, I am happy to announce that I'll be teaching brothers Python. Okay. And this is my 5th time teaching brothers Python. And it's been a very successful course so far. Okay. Now, why Python? Okay. Python is probably the most important programming language alive today in 2024. Okay. Python applies to literally every major IT industry, cloud, or any other industry. Python applies to it. Now, Theo will be teaching cloud very soon, and we're going to touch upon the upcoming Black Manosphere conference. But let's break down the importance of Python first, Mr. Theo. Theo, you being in the weed of things, brother, right, in the IT game, brother, you probably come across Python yourself. You probably use Python yourself, Theo. How important is Python for brothers, particularly Black men, to know, brother, in 2024, if they want to get ahead, brother? Break it down for me, bro.
I would say it's a lingua franca of programming languages at this point. You can do almost everything with Python. So, I mean, it's hard to say what you can't do, honestly. So, the Python is one of the best languages to learn. It's easy to learn. It's straightforward. It doesn't have a lot of fluff like Java and C# or C++. It's just right to the point. It's elegant. So it's the kind of programming language that we've always needed. Plus, you can do automation with it. Plus, you can do AI with it, kind of like automation. So I would say, guys, you really need to focus on getting that Python. It's totally essential.
Absolutely, Phil. Absolutely. And I had a dream a couple of years ago or last year where a brother took my Python course and he doubled his income from 150K a year to 300K a year, Phil. I think he was also part of your cloud course as well, Theo. Took my Python course. He actually explained to his employers what he could do in Python based on my teaching, and he doubled his income. So Python, okay, is something that luckily not too many people know about in terms of its potential to take over the world. And we want brothers to have that potential to take over the world, right? So my Python course, right, the way I teach it, the way we apply it, in terms of projects we'll work on, tasks we'll work on. Me and Theo are trying to set you brothers up for success, because there'll be a time where this train will leave the station. Now's the time to get into IT. Now's the time to start preparing to get into IT, etc., etc. Ain't that right, Theo?
Yeah, that's entirely correct. So, you really want to get into it, and there's plenty of jobs, and they're not going to care about your race for the most part, as long as you know how to code, and you know the fundamentals, and you know what you're doing. So again, in IP's course, he's teaching you that. He's teaching you how to actually go about and do programming. Now, I know a lot about this because, I see the effect of IP's students in my course. And you got guys who can actually start pulling in code, making some APIs, doing some things that are additional, especially like lambdas, step functions, things like that. They can actually go through and make them real quick in the cloud, which is nice. And then they can go ahead and help other people with that as well. So it's something that's just fundamentally important. I would say, honestly, guys, this is a course that you're definitely going to want to study. And I haven't heard one bad thing about it yet. So we've been doing this. I've been aware of your Python course for at least 2.5 years at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long, but I've never heard one student say anything bad about it. So, yeah, go for it, guys.
There you go, Theo. Freedom and a potential, applying it to different parts of IT. So let's go on let's go on cloud here, because Theo teaches cloud, okay, and when we talk about cloud, we're talking about AWS, Amazon Web Services, okay. So when you take the Python skill set and when you apply it to the cloud skill set, your earning potential will be through the roof. Cloud earns big money around the world. Python will supplement that particular cloud aspect that Theo is teaching you. Brothers, remote work, freedom, earning great money. So Mr. Theo, right, do you mind breaking down your cloud course and the importance of it, brother? Break it out for me, please.
Sure. So I actually, my course is 1 year long, and I actually teach 2 clouds. I teach AWS and GCP, which is Google. And I have 2 main implementation tools, automation tools. So I use Azure DevOps, and then I use GitHub GitHub. What is it? Oh, good Lord, I forgot what it was. But I use GitHub also for deploying code as well. So we also use Jenkins, and the deployment language is going to be Terraform. So there's quite a lot of work that we do here. And I was going to say, first off, if you know Python, a lot of what we do is easier for you, especially when we get to automation. The Python guys understand automation a lot better, and they just they really roll with it. Now, what I do is I teach you how to do the infrastructure within the cloud, how to deploy it, be responsible for it. Also, I teach you how to do IAM in the cloud, be responsible for it as well. And then lastly, my big one is security. So there's various elements of security that I teach, more just normal compliance, actually security operations, DevSecOps, security architecture. But then I also teach, which the new one's going to be audit. And then, of course, the super one that I'm getting into the course is AI. So I'm teaching AI security. And there's 2 elements of AI security that I'm going to be teaching. One is the security within an AI environment, making sure that it's secure. And then also is applications utilizing AI for security functions or for security purposes. So it's two different points that I'll be teaching.
Amazing, amazing. And Theo, whenever we hear AI, and I'll be real with you, Theo, that's where the big money is. So, Python, you take Theo's cloud course, you take Theo's AI course within the cloud course, you are going to make yourself so niche that employers will throw money at you. Okay, they'll give you the ability to have a remote job. You can be in anywhere around the world earning dollars. Now, brothers, can you please have some foresight here, brothers? Because once again, me and Theo won't be teaching forever. Okay, we have done what we have done great service for brothers on this channel and on this Passport Bro space. The fact that I'm taking out my personal time, right, to teach you brothers Python from beginners to intermediate. So what does that mean? I'm literally walking you through every step of the way in Python. I'm teaching you how to install software, how to run code, how to work on the big projects, do mini tasks. Brothers, you need to understand what me and Theo are doing here, okay? Because this here will get you out the matrix. This here is the solution. It's a solution, you know? It's a solution. So IT is the best industry for brothers. Of course, you're gonna have to put in work, study, but again, nothing in this life comes easy. If you want it, you gotta go and get it. Right? So Python, cloud, fields, AI stuff, you are the ultimate passport bro there. Freedom is attainable for you now, brothers. Freedom is attainable for you, brothers. Ain't that right, Theo?
I would definitely say that you definitely have more options. You have the ability to leave the country. That's the first thing. And to not really return back. Now, again, as an adult, I was in Japan 12 and a half years straight. I only returned to America 3 times. To be honest, I was in the UK more than I was in the United States during those 12 and a half years. I had no desire to be in the States. None. I had no idea. I didn't know why I would have returned, because I had all my money and all my success was in Japan. So you can be like that. You can actually leave and not have to do anything with the West whatsoever. Us who were in Japan working, we were all happy. We had great food. We had great places to live, great working experiences, opportunities to grow. And we had great women. Just the variations of women, the options were amazing. So why would we ever want to return? And so we want this for you guys. We want you to get out of the matrix and actually do something. And that's, again, I'm looking a little bit at the chat right now. This is one reason why we're not overcharging you or trying to make you go into debt in order to take our courses. Our courses are incredibly cheap. So, of course, with IP, all you have to do is be a part of his Patreon at a certain level. He'll tell you about that. For me, you have to go to the Black Manosphere Conclave, and yes, you have to attend there. Then you have to pay a fee for my course, which is $350, which is basically nothing. And this is, I mean, the first 4 courses that I taught were 100% free. And I actually paid for the first 2 conclaves. So we're giving it to you on a platter. And the reason why is because we want results. We want to see you get on the airplane and actually get out of the country and actually work remote, have a different lifestyle. So we're presenting it to you in an amazing way. We're giving you real life, real world situations. What we say is, are you going to take it? So for myself, people know my health isn't the best. I'm having issues. this will be class 6. Class 6 will most likely be the last time that I teach this intensively. I'm very intense. I teach over 30 hours a week, and it is brutal the amount of work that I do, because I already have my other work that I do professionally. It's just huge. So I'm not going to always be available there. I'm only, so for class 7 and class 8, I'm only teaching 3 times a week. So I say, guys, go ahead and get in there. I'm looking at the chat a little bit right now. Guys, for Python, you really don't need a cert. You Python, really, the big thing is, do you know it? That's it. So they give you coding exercises. A certificate for code, for a cert for Python is pretty much useless. I have to admit this. For the cloud, you better need a cert. Yeah, you need to be able to explain it, do it, and you need a cert, but not for Python.
Absolute facts there, absolute facts, Phil. And I also want to drill down on the costs here, because I spoke to someone last year as to how much I should be charging for my course, right? And he told me that your IP, that's too cheap. The value that you're teaching it, I'm also paying for the Zoom subscription myself. I'm paying for the Patreon hosting myself. I'm paying, and that's quite costly. So essentially, it's actually practically free, because I'm also giving you the travel intel, the freaky stuff about Japanese chicks, Colombian chicks, only for the Patreon X-rated talk, and also the stocks and crypto intel that we have on there as well. Plus, I'm teaching you every Sunday, right? So, I mean, brothers, coding boot camps, right, cost 10 grand, right?
Yeah.
And cloud boot camps cost 10 grand, 50 grand, right? 15 grand. I'm only charging you, brothers, right, once a month fee, right, for the next 4 to 5 months. That's it, right? And that's super cheap. It's nothing. I could be charging a lot more. Right? Once a month you pay your fees, right? I teach you every Sunday. You get all the intel on the Patreon. Theo's also giving you a very cheap price there for the cloud stuff. And there'll be a time where we can't do any more. We want to enjoy our lives, because it's every day for me, right? Think about it, Theo. Theo, you teach every day, right? Or quite a lot, most times a week. I do the channel. I work full time. I teach brothers Python. I edit my own stuff as well. So, I mean, what more can we encourage you brothers to do to sign up to the courses? Because a year from now, your life could change, bro. 6 months from now, your life could change. Python Cloud. Do my Python course. Do Field's cloud course. Put that together. Okay. Get the skill set and put yourself out there. It's that simple, brothers.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you. And I mean, for the amount of hours that I do, I mean, I put 6 hours in on Saturday. Yesterday, I put another 6 hours in teaching and doing different stuff for the Manosphere. I barely went outside. I mean, it was just that intense. I'm actually happy when Monday arrives, because it's actually less stressful than all the teaching that I'm doing. So yeah, I would say, guys, go for it. This is like, again, we said the same thing last year. It's something that we're really emphasizing, because it's not going to last forever, and we're giving you this great opportunity. Plus, you get to get into the market as soon as you possibly can, which is what you want to do. For myself, I know that like this last year that I'll be doing it to that intensely. I'll probably be leaving the United States in 2026. I'll be doing that start of doing, because it's going to take me a while. It's going to take 6 to 8 months for me to leave the United States. So I'm going to be doing something different, and I deserve my semi-retirement. I have over 100 certified guys in my course right now, that I helped get them from 0 to hero, basically. We're doing LinkedIn reviews, mock interviews, all kinds of help to get people into the office. We got plenty of guys making well over $150,000 a year. So it's a big movement that we're doing. And, you know, I'll get to a certain point where I'll say, I think I've paid my dues and I can go to the beach now and relax. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'll be, some Chewbacca, myself, and probably some blonde. Unless I'm with a Thai woman, I'll be with a Thai woman. But, probably some blonde. I'm going to be there on the beach just relaxing. So, guys, take it now. Do the work now while we're doing it, while we're here. Don't think it's always going to be here. I don't know how many students I've had before. I've had students who say, well, you're going to teach it next year. I'm like, what are you talking about? Or, like, I teach a CISSP right now. And they're like, well, you're going to teach a CISSP next year. I said, what planet are you from? You think I'm going to teach a CISSP again for free next year? Are you serious? I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the guy like, what planet are you from? But I've had quite a number of guys who actually talk that way. And I was like, no, man, it's not like that. Yeah, it's not. If it's available now, you need to get it while it's hot.
Facts, bro. Facts. So now, brothers, you can now sign up to my Python course, okay, on Patreon. You go on the Patreon link, look for the tier called Ultimate Python Course July 2024. Next week, Sunday, will be the last day to sign up for it. I'm taking in 200 people to teach this time, okay? So if you miss out, you miss out. Last time, brothers were DMing me on Instagram, Facebook, hey, IP, open up a slot. I said no. No, because I told you, brothers, to join before the cutoff points. So do not message me if you miss the deadline, because it's not happening, right? You won't get in, because if I say join by a particular day, you gotta join by a particular day. I've got a class to run. I gotta write the curriculum. I gotta work on the projects. I gotta write the lecture slides. It's not easy, bro.
No. I just like, okay, for the AI course, I'm sitting. I have part of the curriculum done. I have to write another section on it. And then for class 6 for the cloud, I have to integrate Ansible and then compliance. And then there are some other points that I've been weak at while teaching, like messaging. I have to make that the weak point of strength for the next course. So I have to put that in there. Like, how do you teach it? How do you put that a part of the curriculum? Right. And I have to write this out because, like, I'll be teaching part of it, but then somebody else will be teaching the second part of it. And I have to make sure that person is backed up. So I have to be organized. I can't just go in willy-nilly. This, guys, is a lot of work. I mean, it's not easy. And what IP says here about, like, he has a deadline, he's not joking. He says he has a deadline. That's a deadline. And you need to get in there. And also, we have a deadline for the conclave. And you have no idea. It's going to be kind of funny, but we call it Ninja Arc. So, like we have the pier, and the arc is there, and you have to get on it. And we're saying, like, it's going to rain. You get on the arc, and if you're not on there, we're just going to close the doors. We don't care. And what happens is that the arc goes. You got all these people. We want to get on there, like, tough. And I guarantee you guys, for the conclave, I don't know how many people I rejected to get into class 5 who wanted to get in, but they didn't go to the conclave, so I wouldn't allow them in there. I'm not talking 1 or 2. We're talking 50, 60 guys at least. And I had no mercy. I was like, you knew what the requirements were. You didn't do it. This isn't your year. Go join class 6. Wait a year. When you're ready, we'll be there for you. The same thing for IP. If he tells you there's a deadline, that means there's a deadline. Don't play around with that. He won't let you in. I know. And that's because you have to respect the class. Like, for university, you don't just pop in the middle of university and say, okay, the whole university should restart now for me. That's not the way education works. You have to wait to your next slot. So if you want to take this course this summer, you need to get in there before the deadline hits.
Absolute facts. And I also want to make this point as well, right? You're paying for a network, right? You're getting taught interactively in real life session. This isn't some pre-recorded stuff. We're teaching you over Zoom. I'm teaching you over Zoom. Phil teaching you over Zoom in person, right? So be it teacher student interaction. You can ask questions. You know, you can go back and forth, right? It's not pre-recorded. Okay, it's a live session. You're gonna be amongst your peers for networking purposes, friends for life. You know, one brother might become a director or manager in the future. I might hire you in the future in the mega company, in the big company, right? Google, Amazon, whatever. Okay, you got the Patreon intel that I'm going to give to you brothers for as a free pass as well for you brothers to view the console on Patreon when the time comes. Okay, so the value on this is incredible. So, Phil, your Manosphere conference, right? I'm gonna get the link up, right? I'm looking at the prices, Phil. I'm looking at what you're offering, and I can't believe the value. How is it so cheap, Phil? So, brother, tell me why brothers should go to that conclave. The benefit of it, obviously, you get access to the your cloud course. They get the additional option, the networking purpose is big enough people feel.
So basically, the reason why we do the conclave is so that we can meet each other, and I can also evaluate you to see whether or not you're really good for the class. Particularly during the COVID, when this originally started, we were worried about weirdos, and that's why we did the conclave. And we want to make sure we have the same kind of like-minded men attending the class. And this is a big thing. So, I mean, I know you screen your students. So do I. On a weekly basis, we are rejecting students from coming into the course. So we needed to do that, but we also needed to have a place to meet up and actually do the beginning configurations and make sure things were solid. And basically, the students who attend the conclave are more likely to get a job. That's the thing. That's the big point. So if you don't attend the conclave, you might get the cert, but the job is where we want you. We want you employed. Just getting a cert is cute, but if you like, it's like getting a Python cert, but you're working at McDonald's. Who cares? Right. So we want you properly employed. We want you getting six figures, right? So again, for the conclave, again, it's in Houston. The big point of it is to actually go study it and meet other people. Do you guys remember that the price of the conclave increases the closer you get to the conclave? So you need to sign up as fast as you can and at least pay for the conclave price. My class price is $350. It does not change. It's constant. So you can sign up for that the day of if you want to. No, that's fine. Just as long as we know who you are, we can actually work with you. But if after the conclave, like for the first, I think 4 months after the conclave, the price for getting into the conclave was only $99. So we do give you that opportunity. I think maybe it's actually 6 months. 6 months of it's going to be $99, and then after that, every month the price increases. So we're trying to do our best here. We just have to be able to plan for this and actually show you what's necessary and make a proper meeting for you so you can be successful. We can all be successful and get out of the country.
Amazing feel. And brothers, make sure you also get the add-on Azure DevOps 1 year laboratory. The reason why, because I'm teaching you Python. Theo will teach you cloud if you select that add-on. Python goes very well with cloud. Once you've done my Python course, once you've learned the syntax, you can actually then apply it to numerous aspects of the cloud and AWS, right? So let me present you brothers a scenario here, right? A scenario. So we have one brother who only has the AWS cloud skill set. That's candidate 1. Okay. Then we have candidate 2. Okay, who has the AWS skill set and also the Python skill set. Who is the employer going to pick? The candidate 1 with only AWS, or candidate 2 with Python and AWS cloud skill set? Obviously, candidate 2, right? Brothers, you gotta stand out, okay? And you gotta reach for the stars here, because when you have Python, when you have cloud, you really are a special person in the IT space.
I really agree with this. You really do need to have the Python on there. Guys, go for it. Again, this is going to be so fundamental to be studying. Again, I'm gonna make this requirement though. I was gonna say this, like IP already knows this requirement. So, as I was stated, I'm teaching AI. I'm teaching the beta course for AI. It's going to start this month. It's going to go for 1 year. For the new students in September 2025, when the new AI course opens up, it's AI security. One of the requirements is that you have to pass IP's course. So you have to enroll it and actually go through it all. And you have to have the recommendation from IP himself. So if you go through and you talk about this or that, but IP hasn't told me anything about you, I won't let you in the course. It's just going to be required. And the reason is because I definitely trust IP's ability to teach Python, and I can't have people second guessing it or just kind of limp biscuit in my class if I'm teaching AI. I need to have people who are really ready to go. And I know that IP creates those kinds of students. So that's what's a requirement. If you already know Python, I don't care. You have got to be in his course, because I need verification that you're legit. I'm not going to be spending any cycles on you. I'm not going to have time to verify you. And then also, that's one of the requirements. The other requirement for the AI course that's going to be September 2025 is you have to have at least one infrastructure level certification with cloud. So you have to have the SAA with either the SAA with AWS, you have to have the Solutions Architect Associate, or with GCP, you have to have the Certified Architect Professional, or with Azure, you have to pass AZ 305. And if you don't, you can't get in. Plus, you have to have at least one security specialty within the cloud. And I'm not accepting any CompTIAs. So it has to be AWS security or GCP security or Azure security. And you have to show me the results. Like, I have to really see it. As long as you've got that, cool, you can go into and do the AI course.
Theo, I want to personally thank you for teaching AI and the other cloud stuff, because that is where the big money is. And the fact that you're taking your personal time to teach other Black men this, so they can earn great money, have freedom, is something that if I was watching this stream right now, I'd be joining the Python course. I'd be going to the conclave. If I was in America right now, I would be at the Manosphere conclave. Some of you brothers don't know how lucky you have it. You don't know how lucky you have it, right? You guys have it really good, because Theo ain't got to do this. I ain't got to do this. Okay, we really don't. We really don't. But we're taking out our personal time. The fact that I'm teaching twice on a Sunday every week. So basically, right, in my Python course, there's a morning class, there's an evening class. So that doesn't mean you attend both. You only go to one slot. So if you can't make the morning class, you go to the evening class. If you can't go to the evening class, you go to the evening class. So I'm teaching twice a day, every Sunday, so brothers can make my classes if they're busy in the morning or in the evening. I mean, what more do you want, bro? What more? It's crazy. Like the fact that he wants to teach you IT and sorry AI, and AI is where the money is. You all know the video, right? Look in the video stock. Look in the video stock, bro. In the last 6 months, it's 3x, 4x. It made people millionaires. So imagine AI in cloud. Imagine how much money they'll throw at you. Hey, that guy knows AI and cloud and Python. I'm gonna pay him 300K a year and give him a remote job. Hey, bro, work anywhere around the world. It's insane. Do you want to be free or not, bro? Do you want to be free? Because some of y'all just watch the content and you won't take any action on this channel. We got to execute. Execution is the way forward. Execute. In the right field, execute, bro.
Yeah, it's
Execute,
about
bro.
execution. We don't want you just. I mean, I'm sure you have this in your class as well. This is what I have in my class. We have guys in the class who just hang out, and they just kind of meander. And I'm looking at them, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, this is a participation course. This is something to change your life. This isn't like a country club. If you want a country club, pass the course, actually do it, get a job, go abroad, and then join a country club there. But here, this is where we work, and we are working constantly. All right. So we're about results. We really don't. I mean, we're not here for the money, that's for sure. So if you're not putting the time in, then why should we? Honestly, it doesn't make sense. You know, I'd rather, like, again, I met with 2 of my students last week, and they're going to go to Colombia. They're going to immigrate. They're going to actually work remote, and they have the ability to do so. So they're gone. I want you guys being like that. We basically want it to be, guys, so that when when we actually do leave again, we can get to an airport in another country, and our students are there, and we're just joining in the community that we helped to create. We don't want it to be that you guys are stuck in the plantation back in the West. It doesn't make sense. It's just like, oh yeah, I'm stuck here on the plantation. I'm still here with Keisha. I'm still making $40,000 a year, but I like that course with IP and Theo. We're gonna look at you strange. Like, why did you do that? You just wasted your time. So don't waste your time, guys. Do it. Make it happen.
Facts. Let me read the super chats, Theo. Shout out to Mr. Eric Mogadishu for the support. 40-year-old mortgages are going to be normal. Leave the West. Leave the West. Yes, indeed. Leave the West. Shout out to Mr. Duck Dissident for the support. Super sticker, thank you, bro. Much appreciated, brother. Shout out to Duck Dissident for the support again. IP's Python course springboard me into Theo's class. Now I'm applying the lessons to building machine learning up pipelines and multi-cloud IAC. Yo, brother, this brother here, right, Duck, right, is on course to make at least 200K a year, Theo.
Oh, 200K will be a low year for him. I know what he's doing. Oh, he's going to be like 400,000 easy.
Whoa.
Oh yeah, he's going to be very strong. It's just like I've talked with him. I'm just like, okay, I need to up my game with the AI course. I know how this is going down. It's like, okay, make it more serious. Do more. Oh yeah, he's going to make it.
I remember Duck, right? Duck was one of my best students. He did his homework. And brothers, there will be homework, brothers. There'll be homework for me. So don't slack on the homework and read every homework, okay? There's he did his homework, brother. He asked questions. He was enthusiastic. I'm very proud of his journey so far. And he's obviously he's in your cloud course as well, your cloud class. He's doing well there as well. So he's on point to be very successful and being free from the West. Amazing.
Yep. One point that we do have to say real quick: there are guys out there. You're gonna put this in here as well. there are guys out there who say AI is going to replace programmers. And I always say, those are programmers who didn't do their homework and didn't pay attention. Yes, those guys will lose their jobs, as they should. If you're actually paying attention, doing your homework, doing your projects, and working with us, you're not going to lose your job to AI. You're valuable. So if you want to sit there and do nothing, well, AI can beat you. Actually, a calculator can beat you because you don't know anything. So we think of it that way, guys. All right. Anyway, next super chat.
Facts, Theo. And also, Theo, I want to make it very clear that brothers always gotta be spooked out. Brothers always gotta have excuses. Oh, this can happen. The boogeyman, AI, this, AI, that. I mean, brothers, take the leap of faith, right, and save yourself. Because I'm tired of the excuses, bro. Do it. Just effing do it, bro. Do it. Do it. Get in right now. Prepare for it right now. By next year, you're free, bro. I mean, it's very simple.
Well, those guys who do that, one of the things we do in our class is we just get a picture of Lizzo, and she's like spread eagle, and then we just put the guy's face right there and say, well, you know where your face is going. If you think AI is going to do everything, you don't do stuff, you don't want to study. This is your future. Go for it. So we're going to be with like Japanese Brazilians or Panamanians, right? Colombians with the look that we like, right? Slim thick. We're going to be with this girl, that girl. You're going to be with Lizzo. In fact, Lizzo is going to be cheating on you with the 5 other guys who think just like you. Yeah, that's the best you're going to get. So, oh well, if you're going to sit there and do nothing and talk about what we call FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. If that's all you're going to do is talk about fear, uncertainty, and doubt, man, I don't, stop taking the courses. Just go to the projects, do a basic job, and satisfy Keisha for the rest of your life. That's the best you can do.
Facts, Phil. Facts. Shout out to Quiet Storm DJ, man, for the incredible donation. Thank you, brother. Salute to you, bro. That means a lot to me, bro. Thank you very much. Salute to IP and Theo. Y'all are changing lives and making high value men. Passport bros for life. Travel equals freedom. Travels equals therapy. Yes, indeed, brother. Thank you so much, bro, for the support. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated, brother. Awesome. Shout out to Mr. Royal Black for the support. Former Python student, amazing brother. Did his homework, asked questions. One of my best students ever. Shout out to you, Royal Black. Respect IP and Theo. Respect to you too, brother. Salute to you, brother. Salute to you. Thank you very much, bro. Awesome. Shout out to Mr. Dimitri Clark for the support. IT equals freedom. This brother knows you can't be free without IT. Because let me tell you this, right? If you're a doctor, right? If you're a finance person, if you work in healthcare, it's not easy for you to leave the country, bro. It's not easy. But IT, the skill set applies anywhere, bro. Because most countries speak English, right? And even if they don't speak English, the technology stays the same. The tech stays the same, bro. So you can actually adapt easily in the Middle East, adapt easily in flipping, a country with a great economy. I mean, free yourself, brothers, man. IT will set you free.
Yeah, that's the thing, though. I think the frustration that we have as podcasters and as teachers, again, I'm thinking about Andre and Andrea right now, because he's saying very much the same thing, and he's actually married in Colombia. He's sitting there. Is we keep on telling you guys to do this, and you're so hesitant. And we're like, why? So when I went to Japan in '97, I wasn't hesitant at all. I was trying to get there as fast as I could. And when I finally got there, I never wanted to leave. I was totally happy there. And we looked back in the West and we're like, well, what's wrong with you people? Right? Because West is weird. Of course, I returned back later on. Yep. And the West is weird. And what we see is a lot of people in the matrix, living in the bubble, thinking that they have a good life when they don't. it really reminds me of the Soviet Union, and they kept on talking the Soviets kept on talking to their citizens about how great their lives were. They had a better standard of living than the people in the West. That couldn't have even be that was so far away from the truth, right? So you get to have a better situation abroad. You need to leave. You need to do this. You need to actually do IT. Why y'all so hesitant? I don't know. It just doesn't. So I always say, the Keisha who's in your mind, tell her to shut the hell up. Don't listen to that. The voice in your mind telling you that you can't do that, go to a mirror and smack that person upside his head. Okay? Because you need to stop listening to that and actually go and get into it. All right? So now's the time you can actually do it. Get this done.
Absolute facts, Phil. Absolute facts. Shout to, hold on, Mr. Quiet Storm again. Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
For the support. Hold on. Shout to Mr. Quiet Storm for the support. Theo, you are a national treasure that must be protected. Yes, indeed. I think Theo might just be the 8th wonder of the world. You know the 7 wonders, right? Is Theo the 8th wonder of the world?
I'm just
You're
a guy.
major.
I just really apply myself. That's it. That's all. I just study a lot.
we might start calling you 8th wonder.
So
your major inspiration for me to learn multiple languages. I will have a full plate with both your and IP courses. It can be done and will be done. Wonderful. I like that mentality, brother. It can be done and it will be done. Fantastic, bro.
You just have to really work it. I mean, that is the only thing. I mean, even for myself, I mean, like right now I'm learning Swedish. I've always had a thing for Swedish. So I mean, I'm going through trying to figure out how long, like how much I can learn in a year. You really have got to just study and really work hard. And it's not easy, but when you go abroad, you get to the other side, it's simple. So I'd say, guys, go for it. You know, study as hard as you can. This paradise is on the other side.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Shout out to Mr. Yu-Gi-Oh Master. It's time to do. Hey, Theo and IP, thoughts and ideas about development and design. I want to take Python for those areas. What do you think? Over to you, Theo.
I don't remember. I don't do front end. I'm a back end guy. I'm an infrastructure guy, infrastructure security compliance. So if you want to go ahead, remember, web development can be done by an Indian for $100 a month. I'm just telling you. So you're going toe to toe with Indians. Okay, go ahead.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. I don't know how you're gonna win that one.
Brother, honestly, brother, if you want the money, Yu-Gi-Oh Master, do my Python course, do Theo's cloud course. So go to the conference, please, and obviously select the Azure DevOps option. Learn cloud, learn Python. That's all you need. Web development and design, I don't believe that's the way for brothers. Brothers got to go where the money is. Brothers got to go where the opportunities are. And the opportunities are, at this moment, the big one is cloud. And if you apply Python to cloud, you are so specialized, you are so unique, you have opportunities coming your way. Remember, in my Python course, we'll be working on a big project. The end goal is a big project. So I'm teaching you brothers nothing. You won't know Python. By the end of my course, you will be at intermediate level of Python with a massive project, right, for your CV. Okay? So imagine you're explaining that project. You explaining cloud as well. They're thinking, yo, Who is this guy? Who is this guy? Is he the F1 of the world?
Go for it, guys. Yeah, just go for it. That's all I can say. Don't let anything hold you back.
Go for it, man. Shout out to Mr. Arthur Strobes, one of my former Python students, also another intelligent brother that did Python very well. The homework too was a pleasure teaching you, brother. Big facts. If you don't get into AI and move abroad, then stay in America and keep the dollar strong. IP and Theo are a blessing.
Okay, let's
yes,
comment on that. You could just do programming, infrastructure, security, like compliance. You don't have to get into AI. There are plenty of other places in IT that you can do. AI is like the frontier at this point. So, but yeah, we do agree with that. If you're not going to do that, then yeah, just stay in America. This is what Andre said himself. He's just like, okay, if you're not going to go abroad, then just work to death in America for nothing to keep the dollar strong so that his standard of living is better in Colombia. I was like, dog, man, that's rough. Okay, I got you. We got to leave. So yeah, do it or don't do it, but don't just sit there and try. And what you really mean by try is you're not going to do anything.
Facts, absolute facts. Shout out to Mr. Just John for the support. Appreciate you, Just John, for the support. Theo, learning Russian is hard for me. Any tips?
Vodka. I'm serious. Yeah, vodka was really useful for me learning Russian. I got a whole. Too bad you can't see. I've got all these Russian books right here. No, you have to put some real time into Russian. Russian's my most difficult language. It is not to be underestimated. The phonetics of it, I don't think you understand just how bad it is, because you probably haven't gotten to the genitive case yet, and the plural, the feminine plural, the genitive, is nearly impossible to understand. Like the entire conjugation is an exception. So the only way that I did it was over years. Just keep on speaking the language, and I figured it out. But when I was in undergrad, I was miserable over this. So I always joked, other guys are going out and getting laid, they're drinking, they're doing this, they're doing that, and having a great time. I'm sitting here some of these stupid cases that I can't figure out the genitive case. I'm losing time of my life, right? So what I always say is just keep it going, and just say you're going to do it no matter what. And okay, good, but don't think about this in 1 year time. After Russian, like Japanese is simple. It really is. It's simple language. So yeah, just keep it going. Yeah, you'll make it. I hope. Vodka.
You make lots of it. Thank you, Phil, for the advice. Shout out to Mr. Bubble Guppy. That's an interesting name. So thank you for the support, brother. Really appreciate you guys. A lot of us young black men become the man of the house at a young age, at the detriment of bad decisions made before us. Thank you for these resources. Yes, indeed.
That goes to the black tax. We had a stream on that, and I had that issue myself, and one of the best things I ever did was leave the United States, because I left that situation. And I was basically like, the decisions of my family, if it's going to sink the boat, I'm not going to be on the boat. So I'll be someplace else watching that boat sink, which is what I did. I watched the boat sink, and I was glad I wasn't on it. You don't want to be on their boat when it sinks, but they want you on that boat. Don't forget that. Leave the country and leave those problems behind. Those are other people's problems. Has nothing to do with you.
Damn, flipping heck. Shout out to Mr. Ola Fime, 96 for the support. Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to Mr. Umi Yedwa for the support. Appreciate you, brother. Salute to IP and Theo. AI has changed the tech landscape. It's awesome that Theo will be teaching it to brothers. There are so many programs funding other groups to learn this stuff, but black men get nothing. Theo equals IT Moses. Ooh, IT Moses. Ooh, that's big. That's big.
Yeah, they've been saying that about me for a while now. I've actually had to come to terms with that. It's actually kind of true. So I never really thought of it that way. I was just irritated the way we were being treated in America, and I was like, screw this. I'll just, I was screw Keisha, screw everybody else, and I'll just keep on working to death that get people out, right? And particularly black men to get them out. And later on, people started calling me Moses, and I was like, what? Like, what the heck? I'm just doing what's best for my people. And they're like, yeah, like Moses did. I was like, I never thought of it like that. I wasn't thinking of it that way. So, yeah, kind of true.
It's very true. Thank you for all you do, Theo. Shout out to Mr. Olafemi again, 96 for the support. Is only knowing Python enough to get a job in IT? I can only afford IP's course right now. I'm still going to try. So here is brother for you, right? So again, IT gives you many routes. Now, you know Python to intermediate stage. You do Python's Theo's course. You apply Python to the cloud. That's enough, okay? Or if you want to be a full-on Python programmer, right, you got to learn Python Advanced. Now, I don't teach Python Advanced. I have no time. I wish I could teach it, but I got a full-time. My hands are full at the moment. Okay, so I can only teach brothers beginners to intermediate. But after the course, okay, I do give brothers career guidance in terms of, okay, how can you apply your Python skill set? Do you want to be a full-time Python programmer? Okay, get this book, get that course, get this book that will teach you advanced Python. Okay. Or do you want to carry on and apply Python to other parts of IT? Well, guess what? Python and the cloud go very well together. Okay. So do Theo's cloud course and apply what I've taught you in the cloud. Okay. So the main important thing of my courses, right, is that I'm giving you the kickstart for your IT career. I'm teaching you Python from nothing. Okay, interactively. This won't be no pre-recorded BS. This will be a live interactive session where you ask me questions, I ask you questions, you have homework, I read for your homework, I give you tips, etc. etc. Okay. Awesome. Awesome. So now, before we start reacting to some interesting clips this week, okay, once again, to join my Python course, okay, go on my Patreon, okay, read through the tier itself, okay, read through the tier information itself, okay, look for the tier called the Ultimate Python Course, July 2024. The Ultimate Python Course, July 2024, that has all the details, right, for my Python course, how much it costs on a monthly basis for the next 4 to 5 months, what you need for it, the times it will be. Brothers, you need to have Sunday free, Sunday morning free, or Sunday evening free. Okay, always attend my classes, please. Okay, because I'm teaching you interactively, and that's the best way to learn. Okay, so that's how you join my course here. You see, so that's, hold on, let me bring it up. Where is it? Okay, here it is. All right, so here it is, brothers. Okay, so you sign up here on the Ultimate Python Course, July 2024 on Patreon, and you join that tier. Now, there are 38 spots taken. There are 38 spots taken, and it's only been a week. All right, so I've opened up 200 spots. Grab it quickly before it goes. You have until the end of next week. Okay. After the 21st of July, I am not taking any people. You miss out, you miss out. Okay, so join it right now today. Okay, so that's my Python course. Now for Theo's conclave, okay, and his cloud course, you must sign up to the Manosphere conclave on the link over there on the screen. Okay, and you also must select Azure DevOps 1-year laboratory that gives you access to Theo's cloud classes too, where Theo will teach you interactively over Zoom, AWS. So I'm teaching you Python over Zoom. They will teach you cloud over Zoom. You can pay our courses, right? And you've now made that step to freedom. Okay? You've made that step towards freedom. You want to say last point before we start reacting, Theo?
Yes, and of course I'm doing AWS and GCP, includes automation. And then I have another course just for security and compliance. And then I have another course for AI security. So guys, this is an amazing opportunity. It's an amazing time to get your foot in the door, to actually get out of the country. Please don't take this lightly. Don't be like, I'll just do it with whatever. And also don't think that you can't be successful. Please do it. Part of the reason why I was homeless in 2011 was because I didn't have access to proper training. And I knew that. And I was like, I would have done anything to get into training at that point. But the SANS training that I needed starts at $5,000. And right now, SANS, the courses that I use are $9,000 a piece. We're charging you like pence on the pound. Is that correct? Pence on the pound? Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Right? We're barely charging you. This is all you have to do is show up and do the lessons. It really isn't that hard. And if you don't, oh well, I mean, if you really want to stay in the plantation, Lisa will be happy with you. So work hard, guys, back in the West. Keep the dollar and the pound strong. You know, we wish the best for you, but we're going someplace else.
Absolute facts. Absolute facts. So you know how to join. You join right there, brothers. Okay. Everything is all on the Patreon and on the link, which I will post after the stream as well in the comment section for both my course, Theo's Manosphere course. And Theo, hope to see you there in I don't know where's it taking place? Is it in New York?
Houston.
Yeah.
So this year it's going to be Houston. Next year it should be Miami. That's what we're thinking
about.
But yeah.
Miami.
Yeah, well, probably we're going to lose like half the students because they'll be off with something strange down the street. So they'll be with some sort of Haktu in a different language. So, yep, bye. So I don't know if we're going to get Miami, but the big talk is Miami for next year. But this year it's going to be Houston.
Amazing. Okay, so brothers, let's start reacting to some incredible clips or funny clips from this week. Okay, video file. Miami, MIA, you're doing it big. So let's react to this clip over here. Okay, so let's react to this one over here.
So weak right now. If you're a tourist, why is the Japanese yen so weak right now? If you're a tourist in Japan, you might have noticed you're getting a lot more for your money. In 2020, this rice ball cost about $1.25. Now it costs 86 cents, and the yen just keeps falling. There are lots of reasons behind this, but one factor is because Japan's interest rates are much lower compared to those in other countries. Japan's key interest rate is about 0 to 0.1% after it experimented with negative interest rates for 8 years to fight chronic deflation. But it's still much lower than the US's, where it's over 5%. And it doesn't look like the Federal Reserve will lower interest rates soon, so investors are selling the yen for the dollar because of the increased return that they get. We're seeing tourists flock to Japan now, while people here stick to traveling locally.
So, brothers, if you've not been sleeping or hiding under a rock, right? The Japanese yen is super low. So as of right now, one British pound, okay, is equivalent to 200 yen. That is crazy. So essentially, right, if you take your dollars and your pounds to Japan right now, you are living like a king, literally earning around $80,000 a year, right? Is king status in Japan right now, brothers. Your money is going further when you buy food, electronics, clothes, brothers. That's why IT, right? gives you that freedom. Okay. Imagine remote working in Japan right now, brothers, and spending your dollars right in Japan. You're a king over there. So, Theo, what's your thoughts here on the Japanese yen being so low, and how can we as brothers take advantage of it, Theo? Break it down.
I was ticked off by what she stated, because basically the exchange rates, the interest rates have been low in Japan for the last 30 years. So they don't have it. That isn't what's going on. It's been this way. Look, in 95, one point the yen was 78. At one point in 1998, it was 147. And there were different reasons for this, but the interest rate by the Fed, Japan's Fed, basically, the Bank of Japan, was the same throughout that entire time. Look, guys, there's various reasons why the exchange rate, it goes up and down. Us in Japan don't really care. And the main we make all our calculations at 100 yen 100 yen per dollar. Sometimes it's 100, sometimes it's 120. What you're seeing right now, what we call enyasu. So enyasu means the weak yen or cheap yen. It doesn't last. And what the opposite of enyasu is called endaka, which is the strong yen or the hard yen. And that also happens. It can go down to 80. So I'll just look at a historical. Right after the Fukushima earthquake in 2011, the yen was at 80 yen to the dollar. So again, there's various reasons why this happens. Take it with a grain of salt what somebody says. It's not going to be at 160 to the dollar. It's not going to be at 200 to the pound for a long extended period of time. If you want to go there for the summer, go ahead, fine. That's something a little cute. But if you're doing long-term planning, you need to plan the yen being between 110 and 120 yen to the dollar. That actually makes sense. About 170 yen to the pound. That's actually a more rational way of doing things.
Awesome, Theo. But you would say right now it's a great time to be a passport bro, actually. Booking a flight tomorrow to Japan and living like a king, boarding out there, because the dollars go so far and the pound goes so far right now in Japan, because it's so cheap at the moment. So it's a great time to be a passport bro.
If you want to live like a king, I would do Malaysia, Vietnam, Colombia, Thailand. You're still having to pay for things in Japan. It's still expensive. So I mean, it's just cheaper, but it's if you like Brazil is just ridiculously cheap. It's 1/5 the price. If you get this with the Enyasa right now, I mean, you're basically maybe getting a 10 or a 15% discount on with the prices. That's about all. That's it. So it's not going to be there forever, guys. Yeah, do it this summer if you want to, maybe the fall, but the exchange rate will normalize soon enough.
So, brothers, now's the time to go out there. It won't be here forever. Go out there and enjoy yourself in Japan. Great country, great vibes, great woman. You will love it. Great food too. And if you want IT right now, you could be working there remotely for the next 1 or 2 months. That's why we're teaching Python and cloud as well. Join the Python course and join the cloud course. You could be out there in Japan right now, balling. Listen to us, brothers. Awesome. Okay, so next one to react to. Remove from studio. Okay, so present video file. Okay, so let's react to this one over here. Okay.
The highest. Guess the top 10 countries with the highest body count via World Population Review.
Italy loves to get around.
Italy is number 8 with 11.8
Yes,
average.
they do. What about United States?
Not on the list. They're number 11 though.
Really?
10.7 partners.
Canada?
Canada's not on the
No.
list.
What? They're not doing anything in Canada. Argentina.
Argentina, not on the list.
Brazil.
Brazil, not on the list.
Colombia.
Colombia, not on the list.
France.
France, not on the list.
It's the most romantic city in the
You're
world.
striking
And
out.
that's just
Yeah,
nothing.
but they stay with one partner, it seems.
Oh, that makes sense. Sweden.
Sweden is number 9, 11.8 partners average.
There's Sweden, and then there's Switzerland.
Switzerland's 10, 11.1 partners on average.
And then we move it over, and we go
You can go right next to Sweden.
Hungary.
Literally. Oh, Hungary is not on the list.
Turkey.
No. Turkey's number 1.
Turkey's number 1?
Turkey is number 1 with 14.5 partners.
You know what it is? Everyone's getting hair transplants over there, so they all look good.
Jesus. No, the one right next to Sweden.
Oh, Norway.
Norway's number 7, 12.1 partners.
Germany.
No. Frozen water.
Iceland.
Iceland is number 4 with 13 partners on
What are they
average.
doing in Iceland?
Patrick said it once. Finland. Finland is number 6 with 12.4 partners.
Australia.
Australia is number 2, 13.3 partners. Nice job. One's near there, right next to it.
Yeah. New Zealand.
New Zealand's number 3 with 13.2 partners. What about number 5? It's in Africa.
South Africa.
South Africa's number 5 with 12.5 partners on average. They love getting around.
South Africa's a country?
Yes.
Wow. Theo, what's your thoughts on that clip over there, Theo? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Break it down for you, brother.
Americans are definitely doing it more than Turks. Like, they don't know what they're talking about. Oh yeah, it's high. It's very high. Yeah, they need to. We know most American women have a body count of 20 by the time they're 22. Actually, by the time they're 18. For the most part, especially I would say for Western women, particularly American, their age is their minimum body count.
So if she's 35, she's got body count of 35.
Yeah, that's a minimum. And it's actually worse than that. So they're talking some cap. That was it. I definitely put Sweden higher up on there. Oh yeah. Yeah, they get a little freaky out there. So Sweden would definitely be higher than that. Yeah, I think that's kind of cute. I don't think they know what they're really talking about. Having that many with European countries like that doesn't really make sense. Yeah, it's going to be the UK not being in there. I'm like, what's up? And Keisha from Manchester got a high body count.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Yeah.
Brother, it's funny how there's a lot of Scandinavian countries on that list. You know, Sweden, Norway, Iceland. I'm not surprised, Theo. And I think, this list here, although it can be a bit iffy, but the top 10, when it includes the Scandinavian countries, I agree with, because they get down there quite intensively in Scandinavia. So I'd say, right, Swedish chicks, Norwegian chicks, Iceland chicks, and every other Nordic region, they're not wifey. They're for a good time. I want to wife them up. Feminism, high body counts. Be very careful when dealing with Scandinavian chicks. Would you agree with that, Theo?
Oh yeah. I'd definitely be careful with Scandinavian chicks. Yeah, so basically they think that they can be like the men, but the men aren't as loose like that. So their body counts are through the roof. There's a reason why Scandinavian men go to Thailand. They want a woman who's just better, not such a high end count. So, guys, it's kind of cute what they're doing right here, but they need to do better.
Facts. Turkey being number 1. I thought Turkey was a Muslim country. That's a huge shock there.
I know that's impossible. Basically a Muslim country being number 1. Like, stop. Like, come on. All you have to do is go 10 miles outside of Istanbul. You're back in the 19th century. They're not getting freaky like that out there. Man, stop it. For God's sakes.
Facts, absolute facts. Get your passport, brothers, and we're to have fun. We're not to find wifey, and we're saying here Scandinavia is a big no. But have your fun out there, okay? With the blondes over there, awesome. So next one to react to, video file. So let's react to this one over here. So if it's 2 clips in one, okay, and it's a clip where a brother in Japan, right, got invited into a woman's house to live with her based off meeting for the first time in a bar. it's so easy for bros in Japan. But I want to know your thoughts here, Theo. Let's break it down.
Language in the Philippines.
Do you know Spanish too or not? Un
No.
poco.
Of course, we understand Spanish in the Philippines, but no, I don't.
Very cool. You live here in Japan or you're just visiting?
I live here. You want to live in my house? You're welcome to my house.
I will come to your house.
Really?
Yes.
You're really
I want to come have dinner with you.
not just dinner. If you're coming to my home, just have dinner. No.
I'll spend a whole day with you. What's your number?
Not just one whole day. No.
How long should I spend with you?
How long do you need to make a content?
A month.
A month? You can live in my house a month.
For you.
Oh, thank you.
Of course.
So can I have it? Sorry. No, just kidding. No, if you want to have a 1 month content, you can stay in my house.
What are you doing tonight?
I'm gonna drink here and then fuck up, and then that's it.
And then you're going back home.
Yes.
Okay.
But I actually booked a hotel because I already missed my train.
So your hotel is here in Osaka?
Yeah, it is.
Whoa, Theo. So we have a Filipino woman who lives in Japan. I think she's half Japanese, half Filipino, or she's Japanese, Filipina, sorry, whatever, right? And she meets her brother in that very instant, and she invites her brother to come and live with her for a month. Now, Theo, right? I have never experienced that in the West by any Western chick, right? But it just appears that in Japan, right, it's like brothers are superstars over there. So just off that same she's inviting a dude that she doesn't even know, right, into her spot because the vibes are great. I mean, what does that tell you, Theo? Being a passport bro, traveling, getting yourself out there, you can meet women like this that don't really care if you're black, right? She's seeing past skin color. She likes his vibe, his personality. And she's like, yeah, come on over. Come live with me. Theo, it's a done deal, bro. Get your passport, brothers. What's your thoughts here, Theo?
How do I explain this one? So, for passport bros, yes, I would say this is for Western men. So this also happens with white guys as well, who are in Asia, and there are certain types of women like this who know what they want, and she obviously knows what she wants. She found it in this guy. So it's not looking past race. She's looking at race very directly. She wants this guy. And that's what she's offering and talking this way. I've seen this kind of stuff happen more than once. When I was with Thai women before and Chinese women, more than once they either tried to live with me in my house, or they invited me to be with them, just to live with them as well. So what I'm seeing here isn't out of the ordinary. I would be like, okay, I understand what's going on. It's not just that she's lonely. If you're in a big city, it's easy to be lonely in a big city, but also to know what you want and to be hunting for it. And if she just happens to find the guy that she wants, it makes sense that she would go after him like this. So she's just securing the guy. That's all.
I also feel, right, the fact that she's not scared, brother, because a West woman, right, will make up all sorts of scenarios. Oh, I don't know the guy, man be bear, blah blah blah, keep away from me. But she's like, I don't really care. I'm not scared. I trust you, right? You seem like a good guy, and I want to bring you into my life. And that's what it's all about, Theo. That's why I feel we are done with dating Western chicks from 2024 and beyond, Theo, because with foreign chicks, Theo, we get a chance, right? We get opportunities. Women are throwing themselves at us. Phil, this is the dream right here, Phil, bro.
Hold on. So Western women, if they meet Chad and Tyrone, they will pay for him to come over to their place and do her. And they have no problem with that. So they break the rules for the alpha, they enforce the rules for the beta. They always do that. That is always 100%. So again, you got the single mom. Why is she a single mom? Because she broke the rules for the alpha. Essentially, that's the way it went down. In this woman's eyes, this guy is an alpha. This guy is Chad Tyrone. And so she has what she wants with him. Of course, she's not going to let that go. I've had women treat me this way in Japan and in Thailand, without a doubt. This is not, what I'm seeing here is not unusual. They will hunt you down like this if they want you. If you're the type, they will not let you go. So, yeah, this is just normal. I don't think of it as being unusual. It's just that we, as a group, I mean, we're a little bit more nerdy. So this guy is a nerdy guy. So that's her type. They like engineers there. They like programmers. They like guys who look like this and act like this. That's what they're going for. That's all.
Wow. Theo, like, I had a stream the other day, right? And I labeled it, Japan is paradise for the black man, Theo. Theo, it just appears to me that there's more positive than negatives that, in being a black man in Japan, Theo. Theo, would you agree that it could be paradise for black men in Japan?
Depends. There are some good things. There's a lot of good things about it. I wouldn't necessarily. If you really want my real opinion, I would say a paradise for Japan would be you have a permanent resident visa for Japan and you can work in Japan, and your wife is either a Filipino or a Thai. That would be ultimate paradise.
Wow. Okay. Thank you, Theo. I'm not Japanese.
No, because you guys are. I'm sure you guys are wondering why. It's because Filipina and Thai continuously put out. You don't have to worry about it, and then you don't have to worry about adhering to everything in Japan. Whereas if you're married to a Japanese woman, like I was, eventually you will be called to adhere to more and more and more about Japanese standards, and it can become overbearing. And this is the longer you go. And then your wife, after she gives birth, can just say, nope, I'm not doing anything anymore. Not warm anymore. It's cold. And that's it. You've got a cold bedroom. Whereas a Filipino or a Thai, she could have 3-4 kids, man. She's still down. So, yeah. But that's the way I would do it, guys, if I were you. That's just my recommendation.
Awesome. Brothers, get your passport, get into IT, so you can get out there with your Filipino chick. Awesome. So next one to react to, present video file. So let's react to this one over here. Okay. You're gonna love this one, Theo.
I'm just noticing my video really is clear. This new computer is really amazing.
It is, bro. It's like a flipping. It's like being in the theaters watching it in 4K or what's it, IMAX.
Yeah, it's just amazing. Oh, okay, I'll listen.
中で熊か男性に出くわせした方がいい。
Hold on.
中で熊か男性に出くわせした方がいいと思いますか？男性と熊。そんなオプションない。
森の中で男と会うか熊と会うかってこと？森の中で？全然男の方がマシじゃない？熊食べられちゃうよね。ねえ、食べられちゃうからね。男の方がまだね。 なんか、どうどうどうってやればいけるくない？
男性か、
男性がクマやったら、男性に決まってるやろ、絶対。
男性かクマ。
何を言ってるんそれは。
クマたち死んじゃう。
今考えてる
どういう質問？でもまんじる。でもまんじる。でもまんじる。でもまんじるさ、森の中にそこまま置いてあったら食べんの？
食べます。
怪しくない？
いや、まんじるで一択。もうまんじるから意見変えない。俺は。
まあ男性かな。
いや、クマ。
Oh, Mr. Theo. So obviously, brothers, right? In the past couple of months, we've had the man versus bear phenomenon when dudes are asking Western chicks in the forest, right? Would you rather be with a man or a bear? And these Western chicks stupidly said they'd rather be with a bear. So in Japan, right, Japanese people will ask the same question. And you can see the answers here with this Japanese chick over here. She's like, why'd I be with a bear? The bear could eat her. That shows you the difference of mentality between foreign women and Western women, right? So when you hear this, brothers, right, when you see this, why don't you get your passport? Western women are finished in this dating scene, brothers. Break it down for us, Theo.
It's too bad you guys didn't know Japanese. The way they talked, especially the women, was really funny and cute. It was really innocent. It's a really good form that they use in Japanese. It was really positive, and they were talking about they're basically saying we would unfortunately be eaten by bears, and the way they did it was really cute. It was just really innocent, and their whole demeanor, everything that they said was, of course we would be with men and not bears. And then they said profanities also in Japanese. You guys didn't understand, but they didn't translate the profanities. But they were pretty much saying, who the F would ever want to be with a bear instead of a man? That's what they said. Both the women and the men said the same thing there. They said the same profanity. Guys, again, why are we even dealing with Western women? They're going to die alone. Let them. There's no future for them. These are the kind of people you want to be with. Practical, not engaged in ideology. These are people who have a future. They're a part of a society. Look at their hair is normal, right? They have families. They have traditions. The feminist tradition is to die alone. That's it. Right?
Facts, Theo. Theo, you said a key point there, practical. And Western women are not practical people at all in any shape or form, right? And I just love their answers here in this clip. Like, it's very practical. It's funny as well. It's cheeky, but it's practical. And I mean, brothers, if this doesn't show you that, it's worth getting your passport, I don't know what else will. I don't know what else will, sorry. Because Western women show you every day that they're not practical. They really don't like men. Western women, I'll be honest with you. They don't like men. They just tolerate men. They don't want men. Go abroad where you're wanted, where the women are practical. Ain't that right, Theo?
Yeah, that's definitely true. Go abroad where how many of the women want black men? Quite a number of them. Go abroad where we are respected and we're definitely treated well. Again, if you go ahead and speak the language, you will do very well. I just want to make sure this is not an anti-black world at all. It's very open. You had a good time as a black man in Japan, right?
I had an amazing time, bro.
I had an amazing time. As a black man, I had an amazing time in Japan, Ukraine, Russia, France, Brazil, Colombia, Korea, Thailand, Philippines. Plenty of countries. Oh, Germany. Germany was good. Czech, Slovakia, Spain. The list goes on. We are very much loved and embraced all over the world. It's basically the West, the legacy of slavery. That's where we're having the problem. But outside, especially when we get outside of Keisha, it's not a problem. We're doing very well.
Fantastic. Get your passport, brothers. Get your passport. Awesome. Okay. So next one to react to, Mr. Theo. So let's react to this one over here. Okay. This one.
Who are more loyal, men or women?
I think men if they are in love. Yeah.
Why do you think so?
Because men often are searching for missing things in their life in other men's. And if men are in love, they're giving everything to women.
Theo, what's your thoughts on that particular statement there? Do you agree or disagree?
Men are conditioned to give everything to women. This is something that we had very well established with, I forgot her name, but she wrote The Manipulated Man. And particularly in the West, men are just conditioned to give everything to women and also to love women. So I would definitely say that Western men in particular, are extremely loyal.
But do you think that that's to a detriment? Because obviously, like the modern dating scene is changed completely. You know, women are not the same as they were in the 50s or 40s, in the 30s. The women are a lot more ruthless nowadays, to the point where, like you mentioned, Theo, right? You believe, Theo, that Western women are incapable of love, right? They're not. They just can't love. So, Theo, you know, do you think it's time for men in general to stop being loyal to Western women and start being loyal to foreign women instead, Theo? Could you get more for your buck, right? Pick it out for me, bro.
I think you guys know my opinion. You shouldn't recognize that Western women exist, as far as I'm concerned. And don't do anything with them, period. If you want anyone who's dead last, it's the Western woman. You saw what my comment that I wrote in your group today, right? Remember that photo I posted? Mm-hmm. I was talking to my Ukrainian girlfriend, and what she said, American women are basically nothing. They're trash, and in the world, nobody cares about them. I was totally surprised. I was like, where are you getting this from? But she was serious. She was like, these women are zeros. And I kept on talking with her after that screenshot. And I was like, what's going on? And she's like, oh yeah, the reason why American men go to Ukraine and Russia is because the reason why Western men go to Ukraine and Russia is because Western women are so horrible. And she went on and explained just how horrible they was. Man, she knew. So I'm serious, guys. If you want to go where you're loved and respected. My first girlfriend I had was in Russia. She and I clicked no problem. So I mean, go where you're respected. You're gonna have a great time out there. Now, of course, Western women, and they go abroad, it's a totally different experience for them. They're a body bag at most, and they don't get much play. They rarely get a ring. They just get their notch count up, and that's kind of normal. And if they're in Japan, they're entirely ignored. So, hey, you get two different results in two different areas.
Facts, absolute facts. Brothers, get your passport. Join the Python course, join Theo's cloud course too. Fantastic. Mm-hmm. Okay, so next one to react to. Okay, so let's react to this one over here. Big news.
Official. It is official. Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger have established a confederation called the Alliance of Sahel States. This was confirmed at a summit in Niamey. As you can see right here, the three leaders were in attendance. The three leaders state that the establishment of this confederation is going to lead to greater integration and collective security. Niger's leader, Abdulrahman Chiani, said that the AES was representative of the people and its interests compared to ECOWAS, which he believed to be backed by foreign powers. Ibrahim Traoré said that with the establishment of this confederation, Western dominance and foreign exploitation is over. Mali's leader, Assimi Goïta, said that an attack on one is an attack on all. Now, ECOWAS don't like this. The confederation came as a result of the three countries pulling out of ECOWAS. ECOWAS said that the establishment of this confederation could lead to the disintegration of the organization. ECOWAS Commission President Omar Touré said that this disintegration could lead to instability and disruption of freedom of movement. And this comes in the context of ECOWAS meeting in Abuja and discussing combating terrorism as well as establishing a regional currency. So the AES has officially been established, and we'll see where this goes.
Wow. So Theo, this is exactly the type of news I want to hear from African countries. You know, it is about time that Africa forms its own destiny and does things in its own interests. So I'm hearing Niger, Burkina Faso, and Mali come together on security alignment, on economic alignment, on political alignment, and putting their own interests first and their own people first, right? That's what we need, right, in this world for Africans and African countries to rise up in the geopolitical scale, right? They need to prioritize themselves and their own prosperity, all right? And this is a big win for Black men. This is a big win, because, you know, Asian countries are doing well, particularly South Korea, Japan, Singapore. Malaysia's rising up as well. European countries, you know the deal. Okay, Middle Eastern countries, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, doing very well. So when is Africa's turn, right, to rise up to the top? And this is what we need. Break away from the West, break away from the colonial powers, and form your own economy, form your own security, form your own success, and push on forward. What's your thoughts here, Theo? This is great news.
I just put you a chat in the back channel. Yeah, we need to deal with that person. I think it's cute at best. I want to see what happens. So what are they going to do? How is the union going to work? What kind of infrastructure are they going to put in place? What kind of institutions are they going to have? When we see that, then we know what's going on. Until then, I mean, it looks cute. That's all. When I see these kind of union things going on, I'm like, okay, so what's going to happen? If they came together and say, we're going to have like a cloud zone, a region here, and we're going to invest in cloud computing, and then we're going to open up our ports, and then we're going to standardize our taxation practices, make sure that you have rule of law regarding land ownership, those kind of things. That's what I would be listening to. And I'd be like, oh, okay, so that might be something, right? So I'm just going to look at the details and see what happens long term. That's it.
Okay, so Phil, they're saying that, you know, the countries said that they had agreed to coordinate diplomatic actions, create an investment bank and stabilization fund, and pull their resources together to create projects in sectors including mining, energy, and agriculture. This is big news, Phil, right? So they're now taking their own destiny in their own hands, building their own economy, coming together. And apparently they may even form their own currency too, Theo. This is big news. So obviously, Theo, it's early stages, but, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day, Theo, right? It takes time to build up these kind of things. But them having that action and then, you know, executing is what I like seeing, Theo. What's your thoughts there, bro?
they've been saying this kind of stuff since the 60s. Money gets put there, it disappears. Money goes there, it disappears. Development doesn't happen. Rulers stay in power for decades. Nothing changes. So, I mean, I would like to be positive. It's hard to be. So I just say, I hope for the best. I'm prepared for the worst.
Let's be positive, Theo. We'll see what happens, Theo, in the next few months to a couple of years, Theo. It's too early.
I'm deadly serious about this kind of stuff. I look at this, it's like, it would be like Keisha coming up to me and saying, I recognize the problems of my past and I've changed and I want to be submissive now. And I'd be looking at her like, well, your girlfriends are still out doing it. They're still running the CC, so I don't have much hope for you. So, okay, I'm like, okay, you go out and get a family and make some kids inside of marriage. In 5 years, I'll see where you're at. That's how I would take it. It's just, I'm not going to believe it so quickly. So, if they say they're, like, I'm bullish about Tanzania, just so you guys know. Tanzania, Ethiopia, Kenya, I like those areas. These countries, if they say that, I'm like, okay, I hope you guys succeed. That's it. I hope you're successful. Let's hope. Let's see what happens.
Let's see, Theo. Let's see. Okay, let's be positive here. Shout out to Niger, Burkina Faso, Mali. All the success to those 3 countries from breaking away from the powers that be. Awesome. All right, let me read the super chats. Shout out to Mr. Ace Triple X777. Thank you for the support, brother. I'm a truck driver, 55. I'm taking Python to travel the world. James Bond style. Salute to you, men. Thank you both. It's never too late. Yes, it's never too late. Awesome, bro. Well done. Shout out to Dimitri Clark for the support. Another good resource is to build a home lab. Yes, indeed, bro. You're correct. You have a controlled environment where you can learn and even make mistakes, and it will not be in a company's production environment. Salute. That is facts, bro. That is facts. Yes, indeed. Get those labs built, brothers. Get those labs built. Shout out to Mr. Solomon E for the support. Quick question. I'm pursuing software dev, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, getting Java SE8 certs, WordPress as well. Okay, interesting. Through Army transitioning out program. Theo, is this a good route? Should I pursue cloud? Over to you, Theo.
You're doing stuff that the Indians are doing. You're going a direct competition with India. I mean, is somebody else paying your rent? I mean, are you financially secure? I mean, if you're really good at this, maybe you can do something. I've got a student who does this kind of stuff, but he's been doing it over 10 years, and he's at 6 figures. I'm just telling you, you're going to go directly against Indians. Of course, I would say you should pursue cloud. But you need to be aware of what Indians are doing.
Yes, indeed. Thank you, Theo. Awesome. So let's react to the next clip, okay? So next one I'll react to Theo.
I want to say something real quick. Regarding the troll who was just in the chat, probably a female who was doing this. Short black men, overweight black men, tall black men, Africans, Ghanans, Tanzanians. I saw all of them have successful marriages and relationships in Japan. All of them. And basically, the only people who didn't have successful relationships were ones who, like, just totally didn't figure things out. Like, something was weird with it. That's all I can basically say. The country I saw them really get down in was the Philippines. They are captured there. So if you're 5'5" and you're in the Philippines or in Japan, you're going to have a girlfriend, just as long as you're nice. Anybody coming in here saying otherwise, that's fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Just right. This is FUD. That's usually a Western woman coming in, trying to sow some sort of discord or doubt in the minds of Black men, and that kind of person doesn't have options. That person goes to Asia, she's zero. I've seen it more than once. So guys, you're 5'4", 5'5", you're in Asia, you're good. You're gonna have a girlfriend. Just keep it going. Don't listen to anyone else who says it. Go abroad, test it out yourself, and see what happens, and you'll be very pleasantly surprised.
Facts. Awesome. So let's react to this one here, Theo.
I just want to know, where do all the single men hang out at? Are you guys at a bar? Like, do I need to start going to the bars? Because Hinge at the moment is just a disappointment. So definitely not on Hinge. Are you just hibernating at home? Obviously, I'm not going to be able to find you at the house playing cards. Do I need to start going to Bunnings more often? Do I need to start going to like footy games? Like, where do I need to go to find some nice, eligible single bachelors or single men that are actually decent? I'm sure many of us single women are curious to know where we're going to meet someone, because social media is not it. My friends don't have friends that they can hook me up with. Or are you going through like a divorce right now? So you're just kind of finalizing those. Anyways, no offense, but yeah, let me know, because we are curious and we want to know, where do you all hang out?
Mr. Theo, where are these men in the West? Why they're not DMing this chick over here? Break it down for me, bro.
We're avoiding women like this entirely. We have no gain to be with a woman like this, so we're avoiding women, and we're seeing this increasingly, that we're avoiding women on purpose, and it's for our own protection and survival. I rarely talk to women, if ever. If she wants to know where to meet us in the wild, the supermarket, we have to buy food. So I mean, I have to admit, like, where are you going to get me out? Like, most of the time, if I have to buy food, I'm going to go to a local supermarket. Or here we have Whole Foods. You have Tesco, right, in London? Mm-hmm. I remember I shopped there, right? So I have to go there and buy some food. So those are our options. You know, that's why we can't escape from you. We have to buy some food. So yeah, if you want to hang out there, I have to admit, I usually shop at the headquarters of Whole Foods here in Austin. I see some babes there. There's some really beautiful women who are actually there. The other place where you're going to find us is at the gym, but given the cameras and what the women are doing right now, men have ceased to pretty much talk to women at the gym, which is a real shame. But yeah, there's a lot of guys at the gym. Where we're seeing now is men doing like what I'm doing, which is buying a home gym, and then we're stopped doing gym membership. Women, Western women, you've created this situation. You create a situation where you're calling us creepy, this or that for approaching, and so we're just not going to approach anymore. You're not worth it. The last place where you will see men, particularly happy Western men, is on the other side of the immigration gate at the airport. So you go to the other side of the immigration, and you got the boarding area, and you're going to see a lot of happy Western men jumping up and down because they're passport bros. And then when they actually take the airplane, they're singing on the airplane, and they go through immigration in their country. You get to see more happy Western men abroad. That's where you see us. Yeah. Okay.
Incredible there, Theo. Great breakdown there, Theo. But Theo, let me cherry about that, Theo. Right, Theo, do you think it may come to a point where if too many men are ignoring Western women, there may be some sort of government intervention? Like obviously in Sweden, right? Swedish dudes are going to Thailand, right? They're trying to, but the government's telling guys, no, you better date a woman, Theo. Could that be coming to America where dudes have to be forced to date these chicks because we're ignoring them, Theo?
I don't see how it's going to happen. I'm not going to be in the same room with these women. No. So, I mean, guys would just figure out how to leave the country. That's all. So you'd have a group of guys who would just be like Oh yeah, we're just gonna drive to Toronto for the weekend. Yeah, we have a lot of luggage. Yeah, we're just gonna go there. NBA game, and then they don't return back. They just use their passports and fly from Canada out of the country. I mean, you can't in a democracy. You can't stop this kind of stuff. It's just not possible. So it's like I said before earlier today. Feminists, the tradition of feminists is to make a lot of women who are going to die alone. You can't stop that tradition.
Facts, absolute facts. Great breakdown there. Okay, so move from studio. So let's react to this one over here. Okay, and it's from a group of women that Theo loves dearly in terms of the hair color. It starts with B, ends with E.
Oh no.
See, I have one friend who's seeing maybe like 4 guys right now.
The one thing I don't like about Swedish girls, hey, I know this for a fact, that you could be dating a Swedish girl and she could have 10 guys on rotation.
I agree that it's okay to do that. Depending on like the circumstances and stuff like that as well. If I'm dating you and I've slept with you, I might still date other guys, but I wouldn't sleep with other guys, if that makes sense.
You wouldn't?
No.
But what's the point of dating her?
Because we're not.
But if you were dating other guys, you wouldn't sleep with them.
If I've slept with someone, then it's. I mean, it could happen. It could happen. Right. It depends how often we're seeing each other, I would say.
What about once a week?
If we see each other once a week, then I'm not going to be sleeping with someone else. Seeing like once every 2 weeks.
1 week more.
Yes, one week more. Then maybe.
Maybe.
Not sleep with someone else, but date someone else.
When you talk to girlfriends, is dating multiple guys at once, right?
Yeah. They maybe might do a bit more than what I do.
What's the number we're talking about? 5, like 2 digits?
Guys at a time?
Flipping heck. Yo, Sweden is done for. So basically, I'll be honest with you, brothers, right? In the passport bro space, there are just some countries where you go to, you have your fun there, and you never ever think about wifing women from there. No. Swedish women are not wifey in any shape or form. They're not. They're not, right? Their version of liberalism, their version of feminism is literally OD, overdrive, right? So it's not like I've heard some American chicks, right, say this, right, but it's quite common there in Sweden where women are dating multiple guys and in many cases sleeping with them. It's insane. Theo, what's your thoughts on this clip here, Theo?
This is a woman trying to justify 304 behavior. She needs to be called out for it, and you can tell she cannot entirely defend herself. This is the reason why these kinds of women die alone. And you got a lot of Scandinavian men or Swedish men going to Thailand or Asia to find wives. This is exactly why, right here. This woman is creating passport bros by her behavior. And they only have themselves to blame for it. I mean, she's very beautiful. She can easily capture a guy, but she can't decide. And so the guys around are going to say, heck with this. I'll go out with a Thai woman and have children with her. At least I know at least I know the children are mine. And that's what happens. They leave and go to Thailand and make a kid. So if women want to keep Western men around, one of the first things they need to do is stop 304 behavior.
Facts, Phil. I feel sorry for Swedish dudes. I really do, because the level of feminism and liberalism there in all the countries. I thought UK was bad, but over there is on OD. I can't imagine living in these countries, if I'm honest with you. Only for fun, recreational purposes. Don't you ever wife up a Scandinavian chick. No. You're playing with fire there. The way of thinking, the way of life is just absurd. Ain't that right, Theo?
No, I very much agree with this. Actually, that's part of the reason why I'm learning Swedish. I want to go there and kind of see this myself. I want to see how bad it is. So for me, it's very interesting. So I want to spend one summer, like probably next summer, just in Sweden. You know, a lot of sunlight. You know, having some fun out there, and seeing just how bad the situation is. But again, ladies, you made this. This is your decision. You decided to exercise this. Guys who want families will never tolerate this kind of behavior. They'll go out, they'll use their passports and go abroad. And again, I was in Japan for a long time. I've been all these countries all over the world. Everywhere I went, I have always met Scandinavian men. And I'll talk to them for a while, and I'm like, where are they going? Because it's one of the easiest way to figure out where to meet women who want to date foreigners. And these guys, they always go abroad. They are very successful. They meet wonderful, beautiful women abroad, and they make families. They're usually very legit. A lot of them are engineers, legit jobs. They can definitely provide for a family, 2, 3, 4 kids. It isn't an issue. And they make really cute kids. I want to say. So, like the foreign woman and the Scandinavian man, they're winning. You know, this woman right here, I don't see her winning.
Great breakdown there, Theo. Brothers, don't wipe up any Swedish chicks. Go there, have your fun. So obviously, if you're going through a drought, right, in America, while you're getting those IT certs, while you're doing my Python course, yeah, book a flight to Sweden. You know, have your fun there. Come out to the UK and America, pass your certs, go to Philippines, Japan, etc., etc. If you want to have fun with the woman there, go to Scandinavia and do your bits. Don't wipe them up, though. Don't wipe them up.
Yeah, don't wipe them up. Without a doubt, don't. I like how intelligent they are, though. That's one thing I like about Swedish women. They're very intelligent, but they're just for the streets. That's the problem. So, oh well.
Oh well. Okay. So, Phil, we are at the 2-hour mark. Do you want to carry on, Phil? Or do you need to drop off, Phil? Up to
I
you.
don't have a meeting for another 15 minutes, so I'm okay.
Okay. Awesome. So, next one I want to react to, okay, is this one over here. Okay. So, let's go.
Is happening. Something really concerning is happening amongst a certain group of lawmakers and thought leaders in the U.S. There is a push to do away with no-fault divorce. And from the perspective of a family law attorney, a healthy divorce coach, and someone who prides myself on empowering women, I'm going to tell you why this is a really big deal. But first, let me explain what a no-fault divorce is. This is a legal mechanism that has been around for 50 years and exists in all 50 states that allows a person to unilaterally get a divorce based on irreconcilable differences without having to prove their spouse committed a fault such as cheating or abuse. As you can imagine, it can be difficult to prove fault grounds because marital misdeeds often happen behind closed doors in he said, she said situations. The level of difficulty in proving fault grounds varies from state to state, but the spouse alleging fault must provide convincing evidence. Their word alone is not enough. So why is this a big deal? The no-fault divorce option makes divorce far easier to obtain, and possibly even more important than that, it makes a peaceful, amicable divorce far more likely because you don't have to publicly throw your spouse's character under the bus to get a divorce. Now, the reason this will disproportionately affect women is because 70% of divorces are initiated by women.
Whoa, 70% of divorces are initiated by women. I mean, and obviously we have a woman here that is obviously against the no-fault divorce going away. The no-fault divorce law is a hustle for women, right? They can wake up one day and say, I have no feelings for you anymore, or we've changed, we've become distant. Some BS reason, right? And she'll take your pension, she'll take your house, half your earnings, and a lot more. No-fault divorce needs to go away. It's nonsense. What's your thoughts there, Theo?
Sure. Of course, the woman is talking about this because they have weaponized divorce against Western men. This isn't something about talking about clean. and reputations. What she's talking about is being able to cleanly take a man's assets away from him and destroy him in divorce court. That's what this is about. This is about money. That's all. And you see what the actual result of this is. Western men are decreasingly asking Western women for marriage, and they're decreasingly making children with them, to the point that, of course, if we didn't have migration, our populations would be declining at this point. And these Western women think this is no big deal. This is fine. Guys, this system is impossible to break during our lifetimes. It literally is impossible. As long as Western women think they have the right to weaponize divorce against men, you cannot marry inside the West. Period. It's impossible. So don't even try it. I have gone through this with lawyers myself. I've gone through prenups. I've gone through different situations where I can possibly get married. All these different things, like different scenarios. I've spent some money on this. No, it is not worth it. It is too dangerous. She can just get your assets and claim herself to be a victim. She will only win in divorce. So what you do, you don't marry them. That's it. Don't make a kid with them. Don't marry them. I go even further, as we always say in this channel, don't talk to them. We're not talking about not shagging them or not going on dates. No, don't talk to them. They are that dangerous. Don't even try. Get your passport, go abroad, and meet women who are not going to weaponize divorce against you. They're not going to weaponize a marriage against you. Instead, they're going to think of this as a union between two families where they can grow and add and make more children and be happy. Western women do not think this way. Largely speaking, they think of childbirth as being a burden and being a wife as a form of slavery. Don't date them.
But these same women won't even take your name in a marriage. They have hyphens now, or they keep your name. What's the point? What's the point? Plus, 70% of divorces are initiated by women. 70%. I'm guessing it's more, probably 75% now in 2024. So there's no point.
Well, it's only 70% are initiated. The other thing is another 15% the woman agrees to it. So the man initiated it, but the woman agreed. So they talked about it and the woman agreed. So it's really 85% of the divorces are agreed to or initiated by the woman. That is a horrible number. I don't even know why. When I came back to America, I saw that number. I was like, I'm not dating these women. What are you guys, nuts? There's no way. And all these people were always saying, oh, it's because of the man, blah, blah, blah. That's the narrative. Because of the man, the woman has to do this. I'm like, okay, fine. Take the Western woman and the Western man and put them into Brazil or put them in Japan and see what happens. Wow. The man marries a Japanese woman, man marries a Brazilian. There's no problem. There's no divorce. There's children, happiness. The Western woman has no option and she dies alone. That's it. That's all. That's what happens. I'm saying, why would you want to be in that boat with the Western woman, guys? Get out of it. Be with a foreign woman. You're doing much better.
Facts, brothers. Facts. No fault divorce is a side hustle for women, and don't be involved in that. I don't want to see brothers get screwed over, man. Don't deal with them. And yep, it should go away. And shout out to conservative lawmakers for making that step to push, the end of that garbage law nonsense, man. Well done. Okay, so next one to react to. Okay, so let's react to this one over here. Okay, where's that clip? Where is it? Okay.
海外の男性ってどう思います？
優しいイメージ。TikTok でよく見る人みんなイケメン。
ちなみに海外の男性付き合うありなしだと？
ありだけど英語喋れないくて。
逆に今まで海外の男性とデートとかされた経験ってあります？
あります。
ちなみに何人の方だったんですか？
シンガポール？
デートして最後の営みまで行っちゃいました。
いや、そんな言ってないです。
手も繋いでないんですか？
はい。
Oh, interesting here. Theo, what's your thoughts on this clip, Theo? This woman, what they're talking about, obviously the allure of, the image that Japanese chicks have of foreign men, how they want them. This woman here in general. Break it down for us, Theo.
Yeah, that's fine. Again, when I was there, 89% of Japanese high school students, 89% of Japanese female high school students wanted to have a date or marry a foreigner. 89%. I mean, that's a paradise. Like, there are so many opportunities for dating Japanese women. It's just intense. Of course, she didn't sleep with a Singaporean because there weren't 3 dates. So there's impossible for her to be putting out before 3. Actually, in Japan, ain't gonna happen. So that's why she was giggling. That was kind of easy to see that one. So she take the question well, but she's not gonna do anything. Yeah. So she dated a Singaporean. They have no problem. They'll date Koreans. They'll date Chinese men. That's fine. But they'll also date Ghanans, Nigerians, Kenyans, Egyptians, Persians. Persians do really well in Japan. Yeah, they got a lot of dates. I'm telling you, there's a lot of opportunities for us over there. So get your passport, go over there.
Brother, why are Japanese women so open towards dating foreigners like that? We don't really see it with Chinese women unless it's white dudes. We don't really see it with Korean chicks unless it's white dudes as well. But Japanese chicks, whether you're black, whether you're this, that, it seems to be open season. So why is that, Theo? Is there something that we're missing here?
Also, I would say Slavs. Slavs are also as open. So are Filipinos and Thai. They have just about the same level of openness to dating foreigners. They're like, why not? If the guy is good for her, why would she reject a guy just because of his background? That's it. They're very down to earth on this one. It's great. I think it's a wonderful way of thinking.
Yeah, I agree, Phil. So imagine you being a black man, right? You're in IT, you have your ish together, you're clean cut, you wear a suit, and people judge you off your character and your achievements. Whereas in the West, Phil, right, they see a dark-skinned black man, they're thinking, I don't care if he's IT, bro. I don't care if he's clean cut. He's black. Keep him away from me, And let's keep it real. Even though the West talks about we're liberal, liberty, equality, it's not really the case, because if that was the case, right, then educated black men should be cleaning up every day in the West. Nutty, educated black men who watch anime, who read manga. But that ain't the case, Phil. That ain't the case, because they see a black guy first, they rule them out. It's crazy, Phil. Let's keep it real, Phil, bro. Let's keep it real.
Well, educated white guys who are doing manga aren't scoring so well either. So, I mean,
you sure, Phil? You sure?
Yeah. I mean, they're still having problems, but again, Asian guys as well in the West aren't doing so well. It takes them forever to get. Look, don't date in the West. Just don't. You see how the women choose men in the West. These women are nuts. I would say don't try to change them. Understand them. Don't try to change them. Don't engage them. Just use your passport and leave. That's the easiest way of solving that.
So Phil, okay. So, but you mentioned three dates, the 3 dates rule. So Japanese women will not obviously get down with you before 3 dates. It's not happening. It's very rare. If she does, she's a 3 or 4.
If she does, I'm like, are you Japanese? That would be the question I would ask, because they just don't do that. I mean, it's possible, but most Japanese women just do not do that at all. And also, I would say, guys, on the third, fourth, or fifth date, don't expect it either. Like they just not like that. They really do take their time, particularly if you're a foreigner. They want to see how things are going to go. But she's going to be giggly. See, like this Japanese girl, she's definitely giggly talking about this. You know, she's having a good time. She's actually kind of happy. You're going to enjoy yourself. It's going to be a wonderful experience. I say go for it.
Awesome. Fantastic. All right, Theo, what's your schedule looking like?
We can do one more.
We can
do one.
Okay. All right. So let's do this one over here. Okay. I've got quite. Should I do the presidential one? Should I do this one? Let's do this one. Okay. Damn, it's a packed 933 watching. So, brothers, so before we watch this, right, Theo, right? I want to show you, brothers, right, the true mentality of Western women. Some of y'all will say, sure, let's watch it first. Let's watch it first.
Hello.
Hey, you're fine though.
You look good too.
Oh.
Where you from? You from out here?
Huh? I'm from Germany.
Okay.
Where you from?
I'm from New York.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I put my name. I don't know how you remember it. Should I put anything real?
No, I'm gonna remember you.
So my name is Jamie. What's your name?
King.
King?
Yes. I'll invite you to one of my one of the events I get invited to later. I'll invite you to see if you want to come. Okay? I will. All right.
I take Pinky Creams from us. I take them very seriously.
I will hit you up. I'll let you know.
Sure?
Yes. All right.
Yo, so you just saw in real time, right, how Western women act, right, when they really like a guy, right? In my opinion, right, you can't force a woman to like you, right? Notice how she gives him attention. Her body language is open towards him. She's being persistent. Hey, remember me? I'll put this out in your phone as a rude name. This is my name. Blah blah blah. She's even in eye contact. She kind of even cold approached him in a way, right? The way she was really responsive towards him, right? If you ain't getting this type of feeling in the West, right, don't even bother, because they say all these dating coaches tell you, hey, cold approach. Make her like you. You can't make a woman like you. You hear often in an instance, actually, and the average woman, right, in the West wants a tall brother. He's 6'8". So if you're not 6'8", right, forget about dating in the West. If you're not 6'5", 6'3", I'm keeping it real for you, because that's what they want. That's what they want, bro. So why waste your time when you've not won the genetic lottery? Just get your passport, bro. Break it down for us, Theo.
The guy is incredibly tall, right? I'm 6 feet tall. Most women in the West want at least 6 feet tall and above. Now, this woman is from Germany. I'm not surprised she's acting this way from Germany. So this is a kind of in the passport bro narrative. So this is a German woman talking to an American guy who happens to be exceptionally tall. Of course, she is going to talk to this guy and hit on him, without a doubt. It's going to happen. Now, what I would say is, when you go abroad, most of the time you're going to be so much taller than the natives that your opportunities are going to be huge. So if you guys remember me in other streams, when I was talking about Brazil, and IP asked me, was I concerned about the competition from the natives? And I said, no, not at all. Well, the reason was because I was 6 feet, and a lot of the Brazilians I saw were like 5'2", 5'3". And I was like, I tower over you. So I don't even worry. This guy is so tall compared to her. He's having the same experience. So, of course, it's going to happen. This is yet another reason why you should be using your passport. The height requirement is so different abroad. It's pretty much it's removed. So it's negated. So even if you're 5'5", You can be in the Philippines. There's plenty of women who are 4'11" or 5'0". You can definitely do that. So use your passport, go abroad. Western women have requirements supporting them dying alone and never making a family. Why you would even consider their requirements, I have no idea. When you can have so many better options abroad, it just doesn't make sense.
Facts, Theo. Theo, I just feel like this clip just shows you how easy it's for these two brothers to win in a dating game. He just looked at her, yo, what's up? And she just came up to him like a moth to a flame, bro. Insane. You know,
but how many times this happened to me in Japan? Same kind of thing. I'm used to this in Japan. So, I mean, if you're there, especially if you speak in Japanese, this is what's going to happen right here.
Damn. Flipping heck. Incredible, man. Female nature is a very interesting thing. Flipping heck. She definitely wouldn't be asking towards this to a guy who's 5'5". She'd probably walk away. But that's life, right? That's life.
Yeah. You just have to accept it. I mean, I have no problems with this. The thing is, this is how I look at it. How many guys are 5'8"? Or sorry, how many guys are 6'8" like this? So she's competing against a pool of guys. She's competing against a pool of women, right? He doesn't have to put much effort into this. If she goes for it, okay, she goes for it. But I'm just going to go to another country where women treat me this way, and then I'm just going to choose one and make a family with her. And I'm not going to be doing the CC myself. And I'm going to have one woman and make a family and do that thing. This is what I did in Japan. If these people want to waste their time, that's their choice. But, time is limited on Earth. Try to make a family. That's where the real happiness is. Should be family focused.
Facts. Absolute facts. Absolute facts, bro. All right. So I had the US clip. President Joe Biden, Trump, Labour when in the election. But you got to drop off, Theo. Okay, so Theo, any closing can you know divorce law? No.
I'm seeing what Baller is saying in the chat. Look, she's German. So German women are very practical. If you're 5'11", she's not going to call the police on you. Like, that's what a Western woman would do. German women don't act that way. They are very practical. So I'm very pro German women, to be honest. Anyway, hold on. Is there still ID verification for IP Patreon members in regards to taking your course, Theo? Yes, of course. You still have to go through the same. I mean, you have to be vetted. It's like two VPCs, two networks. You got to be vetted in one and vetted in the other. You don't get automatic authorization from one to another. It's not a conduit like that. There's just too many people I have to vet. The amount of people coming into my course is just absolutely huge. So I have to treat everybody the same way. If you want to come into the course, go through the normal methods. You have to go to the conclave, blah, blah, blah. That's the way it is. Anyway, good one. I think this was good. I enjoyed this a lot today. Glad to be back. Glad to be functional again. My brain is working. Guys, use your passport. What we're seeing here is examples of Western women who are not marriage worthy. They're really not. You just should not be in a marriage with them whatsoever. And why you would be engaging them, I have no idea. And remember, every place where she thinks you're failing is because of you. And why you would even consider dating them, I have no idea. Take our courses, take IP's Python course, take my cloud course, take the security course, do AI, get out of the West, get 6 figures, actually have me making real money, leave, go out someplace else and make a new life for yourself, and then marry someone abroad who's actually loving and family oriented. and doesn't have a problem with having a coffee with you for the first date. Do that, guys. You'll be in a very good situation, and you'll never regret this. When I was in Japan 16 years, I never had one bit of empathy for a Western woman. I didn't even care. If she had a problem, that was her problem. It had nothing to do with me at all. That's the kind of mindset I want you guys to have while you're being successful, making lots of money, and happy with your lives. Okay? So we want the best for you guys. The IP and myself, we really want the best for you. That's it for me. No, I have to go. Yeah, I have to go to work right now. So I'll see you guys later, and I'll probably be in the chat looking at stuff a little bit while I'm working. I'll talk to you guys later, right?
Thank you, Theo. Appreciate you, brother.
Yep. See you.
Take it easy, bro. That's the legend, Mr. Theo F, the 8th wonder of the world, aka IT Moses. Okay. So let's react to a few clips over here. I've got some more clips to react to. So let's react to this clip over here. Let me bring it up. Okay, so let's go to over here. Okay.
And as Big Ben strikes 10, the exit poll is predicting a Labour landslide.
Sir Keir Starmer will become Prime Minister with a majority of around 170 seats.
The exit poll predicts that Labour will have captured 410 seats, adding 209. It suggests the Conservatives will have lost 241 MPs, landing on 131.
On to the other numbers, the Liberal Democrats up 53 on 61 seats, Reform on 13 seats, the SNP down 38 seats. According to this exit poll, on 10, Plaid Cymru are on 4, they're up 2, and the Greens are up 1 on 2.
So, brothers, we've recently had a election, okay, a general election over here in the UK. And the leftist party called Labour has won. Okay, so their policies, the way of life, the way they think, the UK is going to get even worse. Okay, so the leader of the Labour Party and these people around him are liberal. Okay, so all that gender stuff, all the rainbow stuff, all the feminism, all the apparently women are oppressed, nonsense that's being spewed in the UK and in the West, right? They believe it. So it's going to get worse for brothers in the UK. Now, some of you brothers believe that the UK is all teas and crumpets, right? The UK is all, biscuits, tea, and we all sit down and drink tea all day and speak like the Queen. It's not true, brothers. Okay, it is not true. Okay. It is going to be hell for brothers in the UK. We are already ignored by the powers that be in the UK. Now they're bringing an even leftist party, right, to make things even more left, or more liberal. So feminism would definitely go into overdrive. All the nonsense in America is definitely coming to the UK. Okay, and it's a shame. It's an absolute shame. So if to any UK brother, this is time for you to get your passport. Make that UK application. Get out the matrix. It's about to get a lot more worse in the UK, brothers, man. And I actually believe that the UK might become Sweden 2.0. The UK might become Sweden 2.0 with this general election. I guarantee you the feminism is going to go crazier. I guarantee you the agenda will go crazier. And don't say I didn't warn you. So please get your passports. We got to get out this matrix. We got to get out this matrix. This is like, Democrats winning the election. So Labour is the equivalent of the Democrats in the US. Leftist believes all that gender nonsense, the feminism. Nah, bro. We gotta get out of here, brothers. We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of this matrix. His policies, what he believes in, what he says, we are in big trouble over here in the UK, brothers. Black men are in trouble. Aspiring passport bros are in trouble. So please, if you're an American brother, right, and you're thinking of moving to the UK, stop any plans. Do not move to the UK if you're an American brother. UK is no better than America. They're the same culture, same thinking, same people. Don't come to the UK to get a wife and to live here. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Okay? UK should not be on your travel list. Don't come here, please, please. And don't definitely live here. Maybe come here for holiday, see how it is, but don't live here and don't try and find a wife here. It's over. Okay? UK is America 2.0, and I fear for the nation. Get your passports if you're in the UK. All right, get out the matrix. Okay, so let me move on over here. Okay, so let's react to this one over here. Okay, so I think that's everything. That is everything. Interesting. Let's react to this one over here.
Un llamado como el que le hicimos a las pandillas que voy a...
Hold on, let me remove the banner. Give me a second, please.
Que voy a hacer un llamado como el que le hicimos a las pandillas al inicio del 2019. Que les dijimos, paren de matar o no se quejen después. Pues yo les voy a dar un mensaje a los importadores, comercializadores, mayoristas y distribuidores de alimentos. Paren de abusar del pueblo salvadoreño o no se quejen después. Porque todos están fichados y ustedes lo saben. Ustedes saben los delitos que han cometido. No va a ser la multa por el incremento de los alimentos las que les vamos a poner. No se quejen después. Yo espero que mañana los alimentos estén a precios más bajos de lo que estaban ahora. No es broma. Como se lo dijimos a las pandillas en el 2019 y se dieron cuenta que no era broma, ¿verdad? Entonces, importadores, distribuidores, comercializadores y mayoristas de alimentos, paren de abusar. Hay incrementos que son justificados, de acuerdo, subió 10%, subió 10%. Pero que por un rumor que hubo una lluvia va a subir el doble, es un abuso. Y ustedes saben los delitos que han cometido en los últimos años. Y bueno, estábamos ocupados con las pandillas, no teníamos tiempo de ir tras esos otros delitos, pero ahora sí tenemos tiempo. Paren de abusar, yo espero precios más bajos mañana o van a tener problemas. Bien.
Yo, so what you're seeing here, right, is the president of El Salvador, right, letting shops know, retailers, people who sell food, to lower the prices of goods, right? He's telling them that, yo, things are too expensive, lower the prices of goods or there will be problems. Now, I have never seen something like this. So this is essentially the leader of a country intervening with prices in the market. Can you imagine this happening in America and the UK? Never, because guess what? The leaders of America and the UK, they don't care about the average people like that. We know in the West, right, particularly in New York, California, and many liberal cities, right, the cost of living, right, is ridiculous. Okay, and some companies are just taking the absolute mick, right? They're just playing around, and nothing is being done, right? Nothing is being done at all. The powers that be are letting them play with the prices. Now, this guy in El Salvador, right? He's telling shops, right, and retailers, right? The prices are too high. You gotta lower it. And if you keep increasing prices, that could be a crime, and we'll deal with it. So maybe we need something like this, bro, because at this point, right, some corporations, some food shops, right, are being, a bit too, douchebaggy, in my opinion, bruv, because if things become so unaffordable for the average person, how's that fair, bro? And that Walmart, Costco are making record profits. So why are the prices still increasing? Do we need something like this in the West? Do we need this kind of intervention in the West? Should it be a crime, right, if things just keep going up, right, for no apparent reason? This El Salvador president, right, he's doing great things in El Salvador right now. The gangs problems are sorted out. El Salvador is now even safer than America. El Salvador is now even safer than America. And now, because the cost of living is becoming too high for the average person in El Salvador, he's intervening. He's letting them know, hey, drop those prices tomorrow or there will be problems. Yo, this is insane. Do we need this kind of, cutthroatness in the West? Keeping it real. Because you and I both know, right, that some corporations, some companies are jacking up the prices too high. McDonald's before the pandemic was, £3, £4.50 in the UK. Now it's around £8 after the pandemic. And McDonald's are making record profit. And more than likely they will increase the price next year. Do we need something like this in the West? Do we need this kind of figure in the West? This kind of intervention? Yo, stop taking, the mick. Stop taking the mick, right? And, be reasonable here with the prices. Bro. Yo, I've never seen anything like this. So for him to make this type of intervention, right, it must mean that the prices in El Salvador are becoming too high for the average people. And guess what? Many people would agree with this. This is why in a lot of these cases, right, in my personal opinion, many foreign countries are run better than the West. The West isn't perfect. The West isn't the end all be all. At this point in time, right, El Salvador is being ran more efficiently than America and the UK and any other Western country, from what I see personally. They've fixed the crime. Now they want to fix the cost of living. They're actually making active measures. What is Biden doing to sort out the cost of living crisis in America right now? What is he doing? Get your passport, brothers, man. Get your passport. Understand that life is greener on the other side. He's a guy, right, that I believe that he genuinely cares about his people. Does Joe Biden care about the average American? I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. Incredible. So I salute this man, right, for intervening in corporations acting no fool, jacking up prices for no reason. Sometimes you need someone like this. Sometimes you need that figure that will intervene, the real leader of the country, and tell them, hey, yo, you playing right now, you tripping. This is what we need in the West, bro. In many cases. Sometimes, right, too much freedom in the West is it can be a problem. Corporations being free to do this, do that. That impacts the average person every day. I gotta respect this, bro. I gotta respect how this guy is just, intervening and letting them know, hey, stop doing that. Incredible. Shout out to this dude. I'm giving him his props here. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. So next one to react to. Let's see. Any more clips to react to? Now, are we good? We good? Okie dokie. So, brothers, this has been a great live stream. Okay. So, Python course. You've heard from me and Theo, right? You've heard from, me and Theo as to the ways for you to achieve freedom and get out of the matrix, right? Do you want it? Do you want to be free? Or this time next year, will you be, this time next year, will you be, reminiscent? And by the way, the Python course is only for black men. The Python course is only for black men. Okay. This Python course is only for black men. Make that very, very clear. Okay. If you're black, this is your Python course. I'm only teaching black men. Okay. Why? Because black men have it hard. Black men are underprivileged, right? Black men, we've been through a lot. Black American men, black British men, black Canadian men, black African men, black Australian men. We've been through a lot. Where are reparations? Where's the reparations, bro? You know that we were slaves for 500 years. You know that black men were slaves for 500 years. And we were forced to work for free. We were forced to work for free for 500 years. So how can we build wealth and pass down wealth when we're working for free? When white people, Indian people, Chinese people are working, and when someone gets deleted or they pass on, they pass down property and money to their children, etc., etc. So black men, we need this, bro. We need these Python courses. We need these cloud courses for freedom. We need it. It ain't no game out here, bro. It's no game. No game. The earlier you get these things done, the earlier you get the skill set, the better. The better. Because you never know where life will be, a year from now. You never know. You never know where you could be a year from now. You want to get these things done as early as possible and just put your mind and everything into it. Put your mind and everything into it that you can achieve it. Every Sunday, I teach Python. Make that Sunday free. Make that Sunday free, bro. Make it free. Join the Python course. Go on my Patreon right now and join the Python course. The Ultimate Python tier, July 2024. That's it. Join, go to the conclave. If you're in America right now and you're not going to the conclave, I'm sorry, but you're messing up. You're messing up. You are messing up big time. How many conferences out there right now only for black men? For nerdy, educated passport bros? There's nothing out there where you can be amongst your peers, where you can be taught by Theo. when you can network, share information, be friends for life. I mean, come on, brothers, man. If you're in America, every black man watching my channel, who watches my channel, should be going to the Manosphere Conclave. You should be going to the Manosphere Conclave. Go to it. Go to it. Go and be with other brothers. You know, wear a suit. Wear a suit. You know. Shout out to Yu-Gi-Oh! Master for the support. Your IP really quick. What's the conclave and how to get there? So I'm gonna post a link on the channel right now. Okay. So the Black Manosphere Conclave is a conference. Okay. Where Theo is one of the main organizers. Okay. You book your ticket there. It says it will be in Houston. That's what Theo said. So obviously there's a virtual pass, there's an all access pass. You pick whatever pass you want. Okay. Make sure you select the Azure DevOps 1 year laboratory add-on, because that add-on will allow you to be taught by Theo for the next year, right? And Theo will teach you cloud very well. Theo is a great teacher. This is a golden opportunity. If you miss out on this, let me be respectful here. Let me be respectful here, because some of y'all brothers, it appears that you don't want it, right? If you really want it, if you really want freedom, if you want to get out of the matrix, if you want to get into a stable career that gives you remote working opportunities, bruv, take it. Go there. Join my Python course, bro. If you go on my Patreon right now, okay, and look for the ultimate what's it called? Ultimate Python course. What the fuck is that? Ultimate Python course, right? 2020. If you go on there right now, 2024, sorry, July 2024, you can be in my Python course. So I'm teaching you Python. Theo will teach you cloud. Then you have a network of brothers. It's too easy, bro. It's too easy. And we're not charging you 10 grand or 5 grand. It's very cheap. It's very, very cheap. It's very cheap. Sign up to the Ultimate Python course, July 2024 on Patreon. Right? It's very, very cheap. I'm only charging, once a month for the next 4 to 5 months. And I'm not charging, 5 grand, 10 grand. I could be charging that because my course is worth that. Theo could be charging a lot more for the conclave and for the course. We're too kind to you, brothers, man. We're so kind. We're so kind to you, brothers. We really are. We are so good to you, brothers, man. Appreciate it, because it's tiring. We're using our free time to try and change your lives. I'm teaching you from not knowing Python completely to being on the intermediate level in Python, so you can apply that skill set into Theo's course. Join Theo's course, join my course, and you're set, bro. You're good. You are good and perfect. Do it, bruv. Do it. Make that leap of faith. In this life, right, you gotta take risk. You gotta take risk. You gotta take risk, man. You gotta go for it. Don't be held back. Gotta take risk. You remember, you only have one life. You only have one life, and you can't get it back. You gotta go for it, bro. Gotta go for it. So I hope to see you brothers in my Python course. I'm looking forward to teaching it for the fifth time. The fifth time I'm teaching Python to new people every Sunday. You know, make sure your Sundays are free. You know, no going to the hood to smash Keisha. You know, not going to the suburbs to smash Becky from Beverly Hills. Becky from Beverly Hills. None of that stuff, brothers. None of that stuff. Okay, but I want full focus on Sundays because I ain't playing no games. You know, we gotta get it, bro. We gotta get it. You know, IT will give you freedom. IT will give you freedom. Okay, give you freedom. Me and Theo, you know, we're out. We're ready to teach you. Okay, we're ready to teach you. Hard work, study. You know, put the work in. Believe in yourself. You know, there'll be a point where I have been working nonstop for the past 8-7 years, helping brothers out, CV help, consultations, you know, doing these live streams. It is 4 a.m. over here in the UK. 4 a.m. 4 a.m. There'll be a point where I want to chill, man. I want to have a dime chick next to me. I want to be on the beach. I just want to enjoy life, man. Because I'm constantly working, constantly editing, constantly, you know, trying to help brothers out. But there'll be a point where me and Theo, we want to step back and enjoy our life, man. And I think it's coming very soon. I think, you know, because, you know, if certain things pop off in the market, you know, it's been a pleasure, man. Obviously, I'll leave the channel up, but I probably won't be doing any streams or videos. You know, if things pop off, I'll be real with you. I'll be real with you. I'll be real with you, brothers. You know, I've actually sacrificed so many dates. You know, I've actually sacrificed so many dates, and dates meaning woman, right? You know, being with women at this. So at this time right now, right? This time is perfect to be with a woman, laying right next to you in the bed. But I'm on YouTube streaming to help brothers out. There's been times where I've streamed from abroad where a woman wanted to come over, but I said no because I'm streaming. So I'm here prioritizing the well-being of brothers. This channel has over 100, over at least over 50 countries of free intel, right? Where to go to, how women we treat you, inspiring brothers to get out there. Damn it, we just did Qatar last week. Before last week, we did Armenia. Before that, we did Egypt. We did Japan. Are you not inspired, bro? Are you not inspired? Do you want to live lives that brothers are actually living? I mean, come on, bro. And I got a new country coming this week. New country. Another new country to coming this week. So I'm putting in work, bro. At this time, I should be with a woman. I could be with a woman. I could actually be with an English chick, right? Having fun with her at this time, and then letting her leave. Telling her to get out. But I'm here streaming with brothers because me and Theo want the best for you. Me and Theo want the best for you, man. Freedom is what we want for you. We want you to be free. One day we'll all be free. Take it away. One day we'll all be free. Take it away. One day we'll all be free. Take it away. One day we'll all be free. One day we'll be free, brothers. Someday we'll all be free. We're gonna be free from this matrix, man. We're gonna be free from these matrix, brothers. We're gonna be free. It's we gotta get out of the matrix. There's a matrix. There really is a matrix. But don't let the matrix destroy you, brothers. Don't because guess what, brothers, right? The matrix almost got me, brothers. The matrix almost got me. The matrix made me feel like I was uglier than Shrek. You know I pour my heart out on this channel. You know I pour my heart out on this channel, my brothers. Ain't no cap. But IT truly, I've made some mistakes in my life. I have, I've made a lot of mistakes, but one of my best ever choices I've done in life, right, was choosing IT as a career. Whenever I feel sad, whenever I feel down, I look to myself, you in IT, you can travel and work remotely. Think about the IP. Think about the IP. Imagine if you were a firefighter. Imagine if you were a teacher, Imagine if you were let's say a lorry driver. Can you work remotely with that? No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. For many people, this will be a dream. For many people, this will be a reality. It will be a reality, hopefully for all of you brothers. For many people, right? For many people, right? This will be a dream. I'm telling you, brothers, right? Don't just watch my channel, try and live it. Make actions, execute. Execute. Execute, bro. Don't just dream about, oh, I wish I was there, I wish I was here. Make plans towards it, man. That's why on the channel in the past we've done crypto streams, we've done stock streams. On my Patreon, I post stocks and crypto intel. Why are you not on the Patreon? If you're serious, you should be on my Patreon, and you should be reading the intel I give brothers on stocks and crypto. And I've been right. Join the Patreon. I've given you intel on countries, on crypto, on stocks, on IT, on traveling. I mean, what more can I do? I'm also teaching you Python too, and I don't have to teach you Python. I don't have to, but I'm doing it out of the goodness of my heart. I don't have to be staying up to 4 a.m. doing streams on Egypt, doing streams on Albania, doing streams on Qatar. I don't have to do it, bro. I can actually speak to the brother directly himself, right? And he can tell me all the intel I need, and I could not even share it. Keep it all to myself. But I'm not a person like that. I don't like doing that. If I have intel that can change or help a brother out, I'ma share it. I'ma share it. Even if it means I gotta stay up to 11 a.m., 2 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. I got to work in 4 hours, brothers. 4 hours. And I'm up at 4 a.m. The dedication. And I'm slowing down. I can feel it. I'm slowing down. I'm not a young man. I'm not a young man, brothers. There'll be a time where I can't be staying up this late for streams. There'll be a time I can't do it anymore, brothers. I feel it. I'm slowing down a bit. I'm not a young man, brothers. So while I still have energy and I got time, take use of it. So I hope to see you brothers joining the Python course, joining Theo's cloud course, and going to the conclave. If you're in America, if you're an American black man and you're living in America right now, take yourself to the Manosphere conclave in September. Do yourself that service. Do yourself that service and go and meet and network with other brothers in the same passport bro space as you. You own that to yourself. You own that to yourself, brothers. This is what we need. Not flipping rap music, not no flipping power TV show or BM or what's that a BMF TV show. None of that nonsense, brothers. Power won't change your life. BMF won't change your life. Rap won't change your life. Only you can change your life by executing, 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 executing. Don't get caught up with entertainment. All the BS. Cardi B, a bunch of rappers acting a fool in mainstream media. They won't change your life. They don't even know you exist. They don't even care about you. Show me conferences that Drake is doing for young black men in their careers. Show me conferences that 21 Savage is doing for young black men. Show me for their career prospects. They don't care about you. Spend less time watching TV. Spend less time, following celebrities. Spend more time on your career and getting free. I don't have a TV in my spot. I don't have no TV. I don't have a TV in my apartment. TV is a distraction. I have not watched any show from a TV in 5 years now. 5 years. I don't have a TV. I don't have a TV. I don't have a TV. You got to prioritize what needs to be done. Now, I'm not saying don't have any fun, don't entertain yourself. No, do that. But everything in moderation. TV won't save you. Only you can save yourself. Only you can save yourself. Shout out to Romel in the building. What's going on, Ramel? How you doing, bro? You good? How you keeping, bro? I see Ramel in the chat right now. That's the dude, Ramel. Smart, intelligent brother. That's a brother right there. Shout out to Ramel. Hope all is well, brother. Hope all is well. So where's everyone listening in from? What country? What city? As we wrap up this stream, what country? What city is everyone listening in from? What country? What city is everyone listening in from? If you want to come on my channel for an interview in the future, hit me up on Instagram. Okay, here's my IG. I gotta do Paraguay. I need to do Paraguay. So if you've been to Paraguay before, Paraguay. If you've been to any African country, if you've been to, I want to do Paraguay. I want to do. Let me see. What's it called? Paraguay needs to be done. What other country? Mauritius. What other country? What have I got to do? I want to do. Yep, Suriname. Yep, got to do that. Suriname, Guyana. Yep, I still got a lot of work to do, man. A lot of work, but we keep on pushing forward, right? Always forward, never backwards. I've done Costa Rica. I've done Cambodia. I've done Cambodia. Let me see my list. International passport. This guy's Afghanistan. You wish. Cambodia. Yemen. Yeah, Angola. Yeah, I got to do Angola, definitely. This guy's said Yemen. Ain't no going to Yemen, bro. F that, bro. I ain't going to Yemen. You're on your own on that one, bro. IG. Ain't nobody going to Yemen, bro. F that, bruv. That's a pass. Yeah, on. Yeah. That's quite safe. Let me see. Oh yeah, New Zealand. Yeah, I've got to do New Zealand. I've got that on the Patreon, though. I've got New Zealand on the Patreon, but I've not done a New Zealand live stream. New Zealand, interesting. I've not done that. Oh. Why have I not done New Zealand? What's going on there? New Zealand, Australia. I ain't done New Zealand. Interesting. Okay. New Zealand, Angola, Paraguay, Mali, Chad. Soon come, bro. Soon come. Soon come. The plan is to do every country on planet Earth, if possible. If possible. Can I do it? I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see where time takes me. Takes us. I'm gonna wrap up in 2 minutes. Let's get some sleep. But great stream, man. Great stream. Oh my flipping gosh, bruv. Just this country. This country is just something else, man. It's gonna get worse with Labour. Gotta get out of here, man. Gotta get out of here. Get out of this matrix. We did Poland. We have a 4-hour stream on Poland. 4-hour stream on Poland. Yeah, why is it 4 hours? Flipping heck. Why is the Poland stream 4 hours? That was 1 year ago. 4 hours. Flipping heck, bro. Live in the UK. Are you a brother, Mr. T? Are you a brother? Yeah, Remo. UK is it's terrible, bro. And the women just keep getting worse. They find some way to make things worse for themselves. Gotta get out of here, man. It's an absolute joke. Absolute joke. Thankfully, got the IT stuff, so not confined, not confined to any BS here, thankfully. Now, I'd be crying if I was a firefighter or police officer. Obviously, I can't do anything with that abroad. But yeah, very happy. Just gotta find some ways to get out of the matrix. Oh yeah, but brother, definitely. It's gonna get worse with Labour. Labour, they're gonna make things so liberal that it's gonna make it's gonna make I'll see you in class, American football abroad. I'll see you in class. It's gonna make things so liberal in they're gonna make things so liberal in the UK. It's probably gonna make it'll probably be a Sweden 2.0, because the way they're talking about women's rights, feminism, making a law for women. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of BS coming through. We gotta get out before it gets worse. See you in class, Mr. American Football Abroad. See you in class, bro. Shout out to American Football Abroad for the support. Thumbs up, yeah, brother. Look forward to teaching you. Make sure you read the tier information, and I will be dealing everyone very soon by end of next week for further instructions. But 28th of July we start class, and the 21st of July is the last day to sign up to class. That's all I'm saying. If you're late, don't complain. I will not open up a spot for you. Awesome. Shout out to Ramel here. Brother, sign up to the Python course, but put it to use, code daily, trust me, and create your own projects to showcase to your schools and employers. Yeah, Ramel was part of my Python course. Ramel did very, very well. Great homework too. And Ramel he's a dream. He's living a dream right now. He's living the dream right now. He's a very smart brother. He's got numerous certs. He picks up things very quickly. He's got the IT knowledge now, and yeah, he's living the dream. And I'm very proud of Ramel. It was only last year. What was it? April last year that I spoke to Ramel. Time flies. That's what I'm saying, bro. Time just flies. Time flies. Flipping heck. What, April last year? That's like over a year ago. I thought it was 2022, but it was April last year, because we had a China stream. We had a China stream last year, if I'm not mistaken. International passport. passport, China. Let's see. I guess it's me. Yeah, it was 1 year ago. Time flies, remote. Can't believe it. Damn. Time flies, bro. Favorite stream is Ayanapa. Was that the Thomas stream? Let me bring it up. Was it Cyprus, right? On the Patreon, because on that Patreon, Thomas, shout out to Thomas, man. That's a bro right there. That's a bro right there, man. We miss you, Thomas. I know you're a busy man, but we miss you, bro. International passport, Cyprus. No, where is it? Was it Cyprus? Or Ayanapa? Napa. Yeah. The Patreon Ayanapa stream was flipping crazy, man. Yo, there's some freaky chicks out there. That's what I'm saying, brothers. I can't speak on it on the channel. We gotta keep it PG. But yeah, these islands, freaky stuff goes up over there, bruv. So if you're studying for those sats, if you're if you're going for a dry spell, Scandinavia and the islands in Europe to get that anger out of your system. But again, don't be a man that's obsessed with sex. Don't be a man that's obsessed with sex. No. Don't do it. A man that can control his urges is a powerful man. It means that women can't manipulate you. It also means that you won't make any rash decisions. Do not let sex control you. Don't do it. Okay. Yeah. Don't do it. Please don't do it. I'm about to end the stream in 4 minutes. So get your statements in. You know how to reach out to me. Yeah. Shout out to Theo. Theo, you there, Theo? You good, Theo? What's going on, bro? Or Keisha got you, Theo? Philippine streaming with Theo. Yep, that was 3 years ago. I remember meeting Theo 3 years ago with his bright orange polo t-shirt. Those were the days, man. Brothers, time waits for no man. So please, travel. Do we have to do a crypto stream? Mr. T, send me a DM on IG, bro. Okay. Let's touch base, Mr. T. Because yeah, bro, you gotta get. Okay, you gotta get out, man. You gotta get out. If worse comes to worse, I have some backup plans in place if things get really bad. I see some people angry at a certain person because he says some comments. I won't name any names, but let me just say what he said is true. And I'll keep it as that. I'll keep it as that. Let me see. Let me see over here. Okay, hold on, yeah? Let me double check something real quick, yeah? One day we'll all be free. One day, passport bros will be free. Someday, black men will be free. Take it from me. One day, we'll all be free. Someday, we'll all be free. Freedom. Okay. Make sure you sign up to Theo's course, please. So here's a conclave. Get your pass. Please go to the conclave. Okay. And I'm gonna post it in the chat as well. Okay. Hold on. All right, brothers. It's been a pleasure. Yeah. Hope you have a great week ahead. Keep safe. Shout out to Gavin. He says here, really enjoyed your most recent. Shout out to Gavin. Really enjoyed your most recent Python class IP. Theo, tell us when you open up your AWS classes. Please inform us of the price and when we sign up. So Gavin, are you there, Gavin? So you gotta go to the Manosphere Conclave and select the Azure DevOps 1 year laboratory option on the website. Okay. And that's pretty much it, bro. That's pretty much it. Okay. Okay. So take it easy, brothers. Have a great day ahead. Peace.